Live from just outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is PAPAtv. Hello, everyone. My name is John Repligo. I'm here with my good friends Fred Cochran on my right, and on my left is Doug Polka, and we are here to talk about pinball. Welcome.
Hi, John.
And play some pinball.
And play some pinball. We have a special interview today that we're going to go over with a guest from a foreign country.
For what country might that be, John?
It would be
Kazakhstan.
the country to our north. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I'm having a mental block. It's Canada. That's right. Canada is a wonderful country. It's right across the lake from Cleveland, where I understand you guys had a pinball tournament that you did some broadcasting and playing at. So how did it go?
It was good. Cleveland Pinball and Arcade Show was last weekend, and we did a live stream from there, and I think that it went really well.
Great. Fred, you played some Classics games, I heard. How'd you do?
Yeah, I played Classics. Didn't finish as high as I'd like, but I finished fifth, so, can't complain about that. Had some great competition against, so Eric Stone put up like 26 billion on Solar Fire or something like that. It was ridiculous.
I watched some of that. Well, I didn't watch that particular game, but I was watching other stuff that was going on, and I kept hearing about the results of how long that was going.
It was a long one.
It was scary just to hear about.
And then finals was fantastic in Maine with Elwin and those guys. So congrats to Keith for winning and all the competitors for playing great.
All right, so joining us on the line, we have Jeff, and Jeff, we got the Jeff seems distracted right now. Jeff, what was that you're reading
Sorry
about?
about that. Just the 50th anniversary of Batman. I know what's happening tonight. I'm all excited. I've got my Adam West shirt on. I'm reading my up on Batman, one of my favorite games in the last few years. So I'm looking forward to tonight's Papa Pinball broadcast. It should be
Who's
great.
your favorite movie Batman, Jeff?
Oh, well, it's a good thing you said movie because definitely Adam West is number one by far. Movie
Yes.
Batman, I like Christian Bale a lot too. I thought he was good. It's Michael Keaton. I liked him a lot as Bruce Wayne.
It wasn't Val Kilmer?
No, nor George Clooney. You ever watch George Clooney? He looked like a bobblehead every time he talked. It was pretty funny. But if you look at Michael Keaton, watch him as Bruce Wayne. He's got no chin, and he's a Pittsburgh guy too, so I should take it easy. But he has no chin when he's Bruce Wayne, and then when he's got the cowl on, this massive chin, like Jay Leno or something like that. But anyway, love the Batman stuff, and what a great pinball machine from George Gomez and the group at Stern.
Yeah, we're very excited to be playing that tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Jeff, you got involved with us, and you've been doing the Pinball Profile, which, and I know you've been traveling around to various locations and talking to a lot of tournament players. Could you tell us, in your words, how you started it, why you started it, and a little more about it?
Right where you're sitting right now in the Papa facilities, where I first actually had the idea, and I was sitting beside, I had Lyman Sheets on one side, Bowen Cairns on another side. I sadly, I didn't know who Lyman was at the time. It was kind of pretty new to pinball. Knew who he was, just not visually who he was to look at. And so I said to Bowen, hey, can I get a picture? Once I realized who both were, and I did that. And I thought, what a perfect format to pull out my phone and talk to these people for 5-10 minutes and just talk pinball. So I didn't do anything about it at the time because it was April of 2016. I thought, who am I? They're going to look at me like beat it nerd or whatever. And they still might. But I thought, there's got to be an opportunity to do this. In 2016, I was fortunate enough through work. I cover sports on the radio station, especially baseball. So I was at the World Series, which was in Cleveland and in Chicago. I got to go to all the games. It was heaven for me. But when I was in Chicago, I thought, I'm going to go into Stern and check things out before I go to the game. And I did. And as I walk in, there were a bunch, certainly got the great tour from Jody, but there was, Steve Ritchie was right there. John Trudeau at the time was there. And all these people, I was like, now is the time to start this thing. I pulled out my phone. I asked Jody, do you think I can talk to Steve for 10, 15 minutes? Had nothing written down, just off the top of my head, just asking questions. Probably I always wanted to ask about some of my favorite games. Recorded a few others. Put it out on a podcast. I did 10, 15 minutes. I thought, nailed that. That's a piece of cake. Here you go, everybody. And then I noticed all the great podcasts are like an hour long or 2, 3. I'm like, ooh, all right. You know what? I'm just going to keep doing my thing. I want to talk to people about pinball, whether it's a designer, whether it's a player, tournament, somebody running charities, all aspects of pinball. and just kind of promote pinball. So that's why Pinball Profile started. And the goal is to kind of get, 6-7 out a month or whatever. And we've done now over 154, which kind of leads us to what's coming up tomorrow, which we're very, very excited about.
Jeff, I'm a big fan of your podcast because I think you address something that's very important in pinball reporting, which is the personal aspect of what pinball is to people. Because pinball is so much more than a machine. Pinball is a story that every single person has. Every person has a story. This is sort of why I do what we do here, because it shows a personal connection, a social connection to people. It shows that people have something that they remember from a long time ago. And I think because of what you're doing, people are hearing more of those stories, and I think that's really important. So thank you.
You're right, John. And by the way, congratulations on the baby. It's the first time I've had a chance to talk to you since then, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you're right. There are different people. There are tournament players, there are casual players, there are tournament people that like to collect, and it doesn't matter. We come from all walks of life. And when we come to a big event, whether it's Pinburg or Replay FX or the old Papa facilities or any tournaments, just like we were at Cleveland Pinball, it's people from all over. And again, it's people that might not connect in the real world, if you will, just because of where our paths go, where our jobs are, where our families, where we live. But when we come to this, if you've never been to one of these things, it's, as you get to know people, it's kind of like you're going back to camp. And it's a lot of fun, and you get to see people you don't always see, and we can connect through social media and kind of certainly keep abreast of what's going on in the world with the people that we care about. Case in point, we're all thinking about David Taylor in Alabama, a good friend of the pinball community who's going through some tough health times.
Yes.
So I know a bunch of people have reached out to David, but there's a guy I probably never would have met if it wasn't for pinball. So Pinball Profile gets you to know a little bit more about these people that have the same love that we all do, and that's pinball. And I just, it's interesting to me that you can be an old man, you can be a young child, you can be a man, a woman. It doesn't matter when it comes to actually playing the game. We're all in the same even playing field. And I don't know any other hobby or sport, certainly if you think of the big four sports, that's not necessarily the case. You might age out, or you might be too weak, or whatever the case, too slow. Not with pinball. It's for everyone, and it's casual, and for someone like me and my age, it does bring me back to my youth, as you mentioned.
Jeff, on that note, you're talking about how it brings a wide diversity of players to your attention. So I heard through the grapevine here that you are planning on doing a new live format type of show, and that's starting, I believe, tomorrow. Is that correct?
John, you're right, and I'm going to be talking to, I've talked to Fred before, but the person on your other side there, Doug Polka, we talked about doing this in Cleveland, and I was just going to do a recording like I normally do, and Doug made a great suggestion to, why don't we try it on Papa Pinball on YouTube? And that's something I watch, I look forward to on Mondays, and I'm looking forward to tonight's broadcast. And I thought, well, that's kind of unique because I have a bunch of prepared questions. And the topic tomorrow is about running tournaments. And, from not necessarily just a casual one, but maybe a bigger tournament. It doesn't necessarily have to be the size of a Stern Pro circuit tournament, but it's really more about, what is kind of the checklist you need to go over as maybe a TD, or maybe we can get some advice from people that are watching that'll say something like, I ran this tournament, never thought of this. So we're going to go over some of those things. And Doug's obviously got great experience, so I'm looking forward to that conversation tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern time, right here on YouTube on Papa Pinball.
Yeah, and one of the unique things, too, that we're going to try and integrate in this as we go on is because the interview will be live, you'll be able to feed questions and ask them, and Jeff will pick and choose some questions, and, hopefully we'll get more interesting guests in the future, but I think this will be a fun start, and Jeff can ask me all the questions that I've never heard before.
Well, Jeff, I guess you couldn't really pick a bigger tournament organizer than Doug Polka, because Doug has
bigger in size of tournament, not height.
or statue. Well, yeah, if you want a bigger size in stature, you could pick me. But I don't run
You're talking
nearly
about
as large tournaments.
You're talking about experts? Is that what you mean there, John?
That is exactly what I was scraping along the bottom of the world trying to
bigger
find.
Expert? You're right. I asked Elizabeth Cromwell. She'll have to come on another time because she was the first one I asked. But Doug, you're going to fill in for.
She was busy,
It'll be great.
so you get me.
All right,
it'll
Jeff.
Be good because thanks very much.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. I hope you enjoy watching some great Batman gameplay this evening, and we really look forward to seeing your show and seeing how you can grill Doug tomorrow evening. And hopefully everybody gets a chance to ask those questions that they want to both Jeff and Doug tomorrow as they try a new format of podcasting, I guess. I don't even know.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you very much, John. Looking forward to tonight. Thank you, Fred, and to talk to you tomorrow, Doug.
See you tomorrow, Jeff.
Good night, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
See ya.
All right. Now, let's get straight into our action. Next, we have the keys to the game, which is presented by Path of Play. And, Fred, are you going to do us the honors of reading those said keys to the game?
I am going to do that, John. So the keys to the game tonight are brought to you by Papa and Path of Play. Want to make sure we thank Path of Play for sponsoring this part of our show. So we're going to choose a criminal first. We're going to light major villain modes by shooting various shots. The right scoop for Penguin, TV for Joker, loops for the Riddler, and ramps for the Catwoman. Answer the bat phone to start your villain mode and play through for larger and larger scoring. Second key will be bat locks, completing the targets to the right or to the side, of the TV during a major villain lights locks for multi-ball on the right orbit. During your multi-ball, shoot shots for jackpots and work towards completing levels of your current villain mode. Third and final key is don't forget the minor things. Completing the lower right season targets lights the left orbit to start a minor villain mode. These add scoring to your current play, with certain villains like Shane being multi-balls.
You know, Fred, when you say don't forget the minor things, you're talking about those things where you need to get a pick out and you need to go down in the earth and dig?
I'm actually talking about kids under 16.
Oh, those
under.
types of minors.
Minors, not
minors, not minors.
Yes. Yeah, so we could go a number of directions with this, but really what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on CDs because now, well, actually, I'm not even sure who that is behind the Batman mask.
CDs.
That's who are you?
I am Clark Kent.
Wow.
Clark Kent.
You're playing the wrong game.
I think he's got a personality disorder here.
We're going to see how this plays out because I can barely see.
And also on the microphones, Brian has joined us and Doug has stepped out. So welcome, Brian.
Hey, John.
All right, let's see some Batman play. Chris, what are you going to do to start this out?
I don't really have a lot of time on this game, so I'm just going to try to go for a different mode than everybody else. I'm going to try to play out Catwoman if possible.
Sounds good. Let's see some Catwoman.
And we'll see what happens. I played a little bit of practice on this, and I didn't get much.
Yeah, this is a new game that Doug bought while we were in Cleveland, so I didn't have much time on it. I've played it a few times just to battle around because I love the theme. The Adam West Batman has always been my favorite Batman, so when Doug decided to pull the trigger on this, I was super excited to be able to play it. And over the last couple of days before getting ready for this, I got to sit here and play, literally sit and play this game a little bit and learn a little bit about Batman.
So you know how to play this game then, Fred?
I know how to play pinball. I don't know if I know how to play this particular game. But so basically, he started Joker by hitting the phone until it spelled Joker when he had the flashing red light in the middle of the playfield qualified. And then by hitting the bat phone, that locked in that major villain mode and had the purple shots lit for the mode shots.
So Clark Kent was defeated by Batman. Or maybe he was defeated by the Joker, but we're going to do a quick adjustment on the game before we go to our second player. What is the major tournament strategy? I've heard that people like to choose the mode Shane when they start in tournaments these days. And does anybody know why that is?
Shame on you, shame.
It's a multi-ball, John, is my understanding.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet, but that is the current scuttlebutt that's been going around the headquarters here today.
Well, that is actually the truth. That was a softball question.
So
and
the other thing
I'm
was
glad I pitched it the right way.
the other one was choosing Mr. Freeze during like a multi-ball or a mode because it freezes all your timers, and you can get some big scoring by all the timers being stopped. So I guess there's a couple different ways you can play it. And there's another masked person playing the game.
Oh my
I'm not
goodness!
sure who he is.
And
Holy flip-flop.
Jake, who are you?
Jake, who are you? That's a good question, John. I like that.
Yeah, it really takes the mystery out of it, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. Was this a masquerade? I guess it was.
Wow, this is, yeah.
And to answer a question from the
Holy
chat,
bad jokes, Batman.
wearing a mask does not get you a playfield multiplier, but it does get you style multipliers with
Oh,
us.
for sure.
We want to thank Aton Goldman for supplying the masks today because he thought it would be awesome, and it probably will be lots of fun.
Holy good idea, Aton.
I know. So we're not going to try to do the holy thing too much tonight, but I can't promise anything.
Yeah, they're not going to force it. At least if it happens, it happens.
It's
But
too fun. It's fun.
It is fun to do.
All right. So now he's got his.
Oh, that was gone.
I was going to say he's got his Joker lit solid. So the next shot he would shoot either the Catwoman or the Riddler or the Joker or the Penguin. Then he would hit the phone, and that would qualify the major villain mode.
I think
Okay.
that last ball was actually savable if you did something violent. And being that Robin really doesn't do much violence.
I've seen
he's got
Robin
a
beat
great
people
right
down.
cross.
I've seen Robin beat people down.
Hi, Jared.
Hi,
Who are
John.
you?
I'm
Jared.
I'm Jared. Unfortunately, none of the masks fit me and my large dome.
Welcome, Jared. Are you a villain?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, that fake beard is not fooling anyone. I'm going to pull it on it later to take
I'm,
it off and,
Fred,
and
I'm
expose you.
I'm Commodore Schmidlap.
Pip, pip. Cheerio, old chap. Yes, of course, we're going to sit here and we're going to do movie quotes for the movie the entire evening. If you have not seen the Adam West Batman movie, once you get done watching us make fools of ourselves tonight, please watch that movie. It's one of the funniest movies.
Is that the one where they
Watch it all.
dehydrate the UN?
They dehydrate the UN.
Thank you. I've seen that.
No spoilers. Some of us haven't seen it.
Well, it doesn't okay, so it doesn't tell you the rest of the fun movie. And then the other part of course, is Adam West cannot get rid of a bomb. So.
Oh my God, the running around with the bomb.
Oh, it's the greatest thing. He tries to get rid of it, and yeah, he just. The reasons why he can't get rid of it are worth just watching the movie by itself.
By the way, Jared, that was a really nice center save.
Thanks.
Just want you to know that.
So I got a question from the chat here already. Frostbite wants to know, is this machine in tournament mode, or we just have it kind of set in default?
I'm going to actually have to refer that question probably to Doug, because Doug did a setup on this game. I will ask Doug whether he knows if this game is in tournament mode or not, and I'll have him get back to me in a second.
Yeah, we don't know,
Yeah.
actually. We didn't do any settings
All right.
for the game.
Doug says he does not think it's in tournament mode.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of set it under the camera today. Never even thought about setting the settings. I figured we'd just play the game and have fun.
There you go. Thank you, Fred.
You know, I love that particular cutscene there where he's quite obviously not climbing vertically up something.
Oh,
It's one of the greatest cinematic effects ever.
You turn the camera sideways.
That is-
Who
the
would've
oldest tricks
thought-
are the best tricks.
and then the fact that during the shows they would have special guest stars in the windows stopping Batman as he's not climbing up the building, like Sammy Davis and Frank Sinatra, and just a number of different special guests were on the show. And again, just making the show that much more awesome.
That was a really good decision Jared made there. He decided to tip the ball up in the air rather than fling it away, and he was able to gain control of the ball rather than flip it into danger at that point.
Well, the one thing I know Jared does not want to do is start Penguin, because before we were playing, well, he actually started Penguin. He doesn't want to be in Penguin mode, and that's the reason why, because the outlane just took the ball.
It takes it.
Wait, why would the outlane get bigger in Penguin mode, Fred?
Well, Jared willed it to go to the left outlane and
Oh.
made the outlane wider so he could get out of Penguin.
That seems like a villain's super ability to make the outlane wider when you are playing it yourself.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, Evan, are you feeling depressed?
Yeah, it's
or
been
is it
a
some
rough week weather-wise. I am feeling kind of.
Or is it some sort of post-tropical depression that you're feeling?
I see what you did there.
Wow.
Oh, that's bad.
That's terrible, but I like it.
Evan, who are you?
I'm Batman's sidekick, Robin.
Obviously.
For folks who can maybe see it at home, he has his mask on and his glasses over his mask because he lost his bat contacts. So that's how he rolls.
Fair.
That's how he rolls.
Holy vision, Batman.
Holy vision. Hopefully I have holy vision so I can play a good ball here.
Well, for a second there, the screen went upside down. We're trying the old Batman climbing up the building thing. Maybe Evan can start scaling the side of the machine.
Oh my gosh, Batman's hanging from the ceiling playing. Oh, Robin's hanging from the ceiling playing Batman.
That is awesome.
Okay, so the next thing I have to ask then our producer, and he will not answer, but are the Biff and Boff balloons going to be above their head whenever something happens? No, they didn't do that, so this is a complete fail. Biff and Boff would be the best thing to happen. When he made a shot, above Evan's head would be Biff.
Yeah. So you're saying
nice
we're lacking
save.
the automatopoeia here today? Is that what we're?
Sure, Brian. I'm not sure what you just said there. That just kind of rolled off your tongue there.
I'm French. That happens every so often.
Okay. No, that is not Biff from Back to the Future. That is Biff Bookbinder.
Bookbinder.
Wow.
Wow,
But we're about 15 minutes into the show, and we already,
we have exhausted our supply of bad jokes. Oh, actually, no, we haven't, have we?
All right. No, we have lots of bad jokes. So, anyways, so Evan, how much time do you have on this game yourself? Have you played this much at all? Or
I actually had a lot of time on the really bad original code, and then I hadn't seen this game in almost a year. So, pretty much everything I know about this game does not apply.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
so the one thing I can tell you is
the code doesn't matter with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
wow.
You will not get a multi-ball by hitting the crane.
Well, so he hit the ramp, and it came down the side of the ramp, and then just moonwalked to the left out lane. That's just cruel.
Well, we always have our techs make sure that they throw a little monkey wrench in there just so things will happen, just, to create some content.
So Clark Kent is playing dress up.
Call me Bruce. Or Adam.
Clark Kent is pretending he's something he's not.
I also like how you don't know that's Robin because he has glasses on.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, it's true. That's true.
He was incognito.
He was in disguise the whole
so
time.
I have a question. It just came to me. I never really thought about asking this question before. What would Batman be as a Halloween character? What would Batman go to a Halloween party as? Would he go as Clark Kent?
Oh, he could. He can probably pull it off too.
I always wondered that.
I always enjoyed that YouTube video where Batman fights Superman.
Is that like a 30-second commercial or something?
No,
there?
it was like
Superman would annihilate him.
It was like a 5-minute. It was a 5-minute skit, and it was done by the same people who did a bunch of other superhero, deathmatch versus and stuff like that.
I love the
and then
Joker.
Darth Vader versus Batman. I saw that one too. That was very good.
I'm missing out on this.
Darth Vader versus Batman.
This is a thing, Brian. This is something you need to go home and look up. You would enjoy it a lot.
The Joker. Wouldn't shave his mustache for his role.
Nope.
So you just hit the action button on the lockdown bar, Chris. And why did you do that?
Because it was blinking.
That is a good reason. I have no argument against that. Shiny flashing button.
I saw it out of the bottom of my nose hole. And it was a little distracting, but we got it.
Wow.
There's a phrase you don't hear every day. I saw it
bad. Oh, God.
out of the bottom of my nose.
This
hole.
music makes me want to dance a jig.
So, a question from the chat from Mr. Teolis, who is watching along with us here, like he promised.
Hi, Jeff.
He wants to know if we could explain the super skill shot and why it's important.
Well,
I wish I knew.
Chris will.
What?
Explain the super skill shot.
It's important because points. I know that if you do a super skill shot at the start of your ball, if you don't have a villain, then I think it starts that particular villain. I mean, that's what I was told. Mm-hmm. And I don't normally get told the wrong things, I think.
Oh, well, even better.
Normally.
So this seems like highly reliable information on PAPAtv
There's
Live.
another person in the chat who's
very
verifying
reliable.
that as well. That yes, basically you can sort of villain in one shot.
That's why on my ball 1, I did this super skill, and I ended up starting the Joker, by accident, because I was originally going to aim for Catwoman.
I think the games that I've played on this, the biggest scores I've gotten were with playing Joker. I was able to get a few 100 million just by the Joker mode by itself.
Right, and that part of that is going back in after you complete a mode. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that's actually when I always try to shoot all the shots, and then the super jackpot will light at the scoop, and then it'll ask you if you want to take your super jackpot points or not. I always say no and go to round 2. Nice save. Holy outlane save, Batman.
Man.
Oh.
Holy nudge, Robin.
So, yeah, by not accepting the super jackpot, you go to wave 2, which in Joker, if you don't collect it, then the stand-up's on the left-hand side where it says gadget. You hit a gadget letter, then you hit the rotisserie, and you get points that way. That's how I was just getting it. And again,
million bonus.
I'm still just learning how to play this game. So
Bonus is a big part of this game, guys.
Can be.
Bonus can be a huge part of this game, and in the earlier versions of the code, it was almost the
It was the game.
only part of the game, really.
Yeah, you shot the one orbit to get your multipliers and the other orbit to work Riddler, and that was kind of the strategy I learned on the original code. That was like about a year ago.
All right, so our first Robin is back up on the game, and the only one who's actually wearing red, which is, true to Robin.
Doesn't have a utility belt on, though.
We could fix that.
I think there's a regular
believe,
belt.
I believe us common folks just call them fanny packs. We don't call them
Wow.
utility belts.
So Batman started the trend with fanny packs. I like it.
Yeah, superheroes
right,
get to
so-
call them utility belts.
So he chooses comeback shame, and he immediately goes into multi-ball because of that.
So, too, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy when you start Quill's Quest.
Quill's Quest.
Quill's Quest. There's a stampede on the screen right now.
There is.
And Robin is laying on the ground. He's going to get stomped to death.
Save Robin, Robin.
Save yourself.
Roger, Roger.
And there goes Alfred. They cut from a Western to the stately Wayne Manor. Yeah, like I said, I'm still learning this. I know this is, I think, version 0.94 of the code, so it's getting close.
I didn't even know that we had this until the other day when we announced that we were going to do it. So,
Yeah, we were, like I said, we were in Cleveland, and the opportunity came up that Doug decided to pull the trigger on one. And
awesome.
And we thought it would be a great idea to stream it. And then we said, well, what game do we want to go with it? And I just automatically said Spider-Man, Gottlieb Spider-Man, because that game is super awesome.
It can be.
It can be, or not. And there was no, at that point we were just like, yeah, we're going to just do that. And that's what we chose.
I'm a big fan of Gottlieb Spider-Man, and the only thing that's unfortunate about the game is the tournament mode, or the tournament strategy that people choose to use on it, which is
play like Centaur.
Yeah, we'll show you that tournament strategy later, but we will not be playing that tournament strategy for long. We'll try other things on the machine.
We're going to shoot the ball beyond the top 4 inches of the playfield. So.
Wow, that thing is spinning. That thing is spinning. That is juiced.
Yeah.
That was courtesy of Steve Eck. He worked on the game this afternoon to make sure it was at optimal performance. And
No!
And Jake just made me deaf. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was the super jackpot was lit. So
Jake's superpower is screaming in people's ears.
And our true villain is back. Welcome back, villain.
Hi. What do you want me to be? Egghead? Egghead will work. I'm bald. That works.
Yeah, you should take your hat off for this ball. Take your hat off for the ball. There it is, Egghead, folks.
Oh my gosh.
There is
oh
Vincent
my gosh.
Price.
We have a Vincent.
Excellent.
That is Vincent Price right there, folks. Egghead supervillain. Kind of reminds me of Devin Townsend, but Ooh. So what are you going to shoot for, Egghead?
The locks, perhaps, if I can get in there.
Perhaps. Spoken like a true villain. He's like, I'm not going to tell you my evil plan
He's
until I monologue it all later.
He's a well-read. He's a
There's
well-read
time and a place
supervillain.
for the plan, John.
Right. He's
What,
not.
what I'd like to do is get control. Okay.
That's what most villains want. Control.
They want total control.
Yes. Hey, but you know what, guys? He got control. He post-passed, and he made the lock. So
I see his evil plans are coming to full fruition.
Flip away.
oh,
All right, now you shoot the crane.
I'm not shooting that.
Shoot the crane. Come on. It's not dangerous at all.
Oh, he's not an underling. He doesn't do what he's told.
Yeah, but he makes bad decisions.
Come on, Fred.
Evil will always win, Fred. You know why?
Because it's
good
fun.
is dumb.
Because good is dumb, right? Yeah, because good is dumb. Doesn't everybody know that? Because good is dumb. Come on, Jared. You only got a couple more. Shoot it again. Do it.
Oh, he decides to post pass into out of controlness,
Oh, that hit.
which
Come
is a
on.
place.
Jared is now turned into a bat. He is upside down,
It's like
hanging from the rafters of Papa with his long feet.
sort of feel like we're into a mode of the villain doesn't know exactly how to complete his master plans.
That's why I'm often thwarted.
It's like Bizarro World here. We got Mixelplix making a special appearance.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to continue? Or
He's
are you
going to cash
collect?
out.
No, you have to continue.
Are you going to continue? I thought you wanted out about Penguin.
Nah, see, the problem with villainry is you don't know when to get out of the game.
See? That's what you should have done.
But the game will let you know when it's time to go. That will happen. Nice job there, Vincent.
so is there a wizard mode on this game? And what are the chances we're going to see that tonight?
Yes and 0.
Okay.
It's actually not terrible. I got to it the other day and didn't really know what to do during it, but it's just completing 4 villains.
I know what you did afterwards.
I was sitting down.
I know what you did afterwards.
What did I do?
You put the glass back on.
Oh, wow. Put the glass back on. Yes, John, not everybody's an all-star like John Replical.
Oh, gosh, I haven't gotten to this. No way. Good job if you did get there, Fred. I mean, how long was the game?
I had like 6 extra balls, so.
Oh, wow, okay.
So extra balls. I played it as it sat in Cleveland, and it had like 5 extra balls. So I just kept on playing.
All right, so Robin 2 didn't do so well, but that's because the egghead had left a trap for him, and Robin was thwarted.
Oh, that'd be great if we would have had
Robin
a
2?
net come down from the ceiling or something like that during the play. That would be pretty funny.
Who's Robin 1?
Well, you know, there'll be other superhero
that's
games,
Jake, of
Fred.
course.
We'll be able to,
No, Jake's Catwoman.
Jake's Catwoman?
Jake
Tell
is
by- Can't
Catwoman?
you tell by the mask?
No. He said he was Robin.
Jake said he was Robin, Chris. I mean Batman or
I mean,
Bat Dad or whoever you are.
Clark Kent. Bat Dad.
That's one of my favorite YouTube things to watch is Bat Dad. Those are pretty funny. Da-da-da.
Oh.
Now what do I do?
I don't know. Maybe hit the gadget letters.
27 million points. He got 27 million points for that one gadget letter.
No, that didn't seem like a bad idea.
No. This show, when they made this show back in the day, it had to be one of the funnest shows ever created ever to be a part of filming.
I think so as well.
They just look like they're having so much fun.
Oh. I think they realized
These points are
exactly what they
huge.
were doing, which is
How can I
awesome.
miss those?
It's unbelievable. Like shows today aren't even
Oh, geez.
close to this as far as like just from a fun value. It's campy and it's kind of silly, and some people might think it's really stupid, but it's just, I don't know. It's just so much fun.
That was a nice center save, Chris.
Thank you. I didn't even see it. What happened?
Yeah, you hit the flipper and the ball stayed in play.
Yeah, I was going to say the ball stayed in play. That's all I was going to say.
So Chris's score has doubled already
Yeah.
while just playing
That was
through.
another 7 million shot.
Yeah, this is
That's
second tier of Joker.
What next? Let's find out.
Penguin.
Oh,
Shot
let's-
multipliers, that could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go to shame.
Oh.
Okay, so this is sort of what I would call the cash out strategy. He's like, I'm going to get as many points as I can right now, which is a very Clark Kent thing to do.
Oh, is it?
Oh no.
Clark Kent, you're in the wrong.
You figured me out.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne.
Nah, he was just pretending.
Oh,
I mean, Bruce Wayne wouldn't actually wear a Batman mask because
right orbit, Chris.
Right.
Right orbit. That's your purple
Oh,
shot.
I didn't see it over there.
Yeah,
Thank
right
you.
orbit, buddy. See, look at that.
Now what?
Shoot the targets on the right there, or the left.
gadgets.
The flashing
Gadgets?
yellows.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then you'll go for your super, and then I believe there's one more level after this. I don't think you get your super automatically.
There's more. Is that what you're saying?
There, I believe, is one more level. So he can take his bat parachute. That'd be great. I'd love to be the driver of the van that picks up the bat parachutes. It's probably a low-paying gig, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I'd love to find a van
Oh,
like
that's
that these
huge.
days.
So what is that? 64 times 4.
What am I
No,
doing?
Is that
40?
48?
You're collecting
No,
that.
you got to
Collect
continue.
it?
You're
Oh no, you
collecting
got to
that.
continue.
Collect it?
Get greedy.
Oh wait. Oh, it chose for me. Oh, that's a shame.
So now he has 421 million.
And the phone's going nuts.
Lex Luthor would have told you to
Yeah.
collect it.
Lex Luthor.
What do you?
Gene Hackman would have told him to
There's a
collect it.
magnet in front of that thing.
That's what that big silver thing is, Chris. I thought you might have
you.
noticed that.
Oh, Fred, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Gene Hackman or Kevin Spacey? Who do you think did a better job?
Oh,
as Lex
Gene
Luthor?
Hackman was fantastic.
Gene Hackman.
I love Gene Hackman in the Superman movies.
Okay, I agree, but I actually think it's worthwhile.
Well, I could see Kevin Spacey being fantastic as well. He was
the
Kaiser
movie was
S-
really unwatchable, though. I mean, Kevin Spacey is good, but that movie was pretty awful.
Yeah, but he was Kaiser
Also
Soze,
Jesse
so
Eisenberg.
as long as Kaiser Soze is, yeah.
All right, Robin number 2 is back. Jesse
Oh
Eisenberg.
no,
Jesse Eisenberg
Isn't he
played
like
Lex
12?
Luthor.
he's like super annoying. I would never watch that ever. I know if Jesse, if you're watching, I love you're watching your movies, buddy.
I mean,
Are you waiting for Now You Can See Me 3?
so which brings us back to the question we had earlier, like who is was the best Batman for the movies go?
I told you, Val Kilmer, man.
I mean, the question is, does anybody actually believe that?
I was watching Heat today. That's what I'm thinking. Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
He was fantastic in that movie. Not so much in Batman.
I mean, I always felt like Val Kilmer was completely typecast as soon as he was Iceman.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Batman.
Iceman.
Oh.
John, come on. Stay with us. Jake, come on. Select one. Make a choice, please. Jake was torn there. He wasn't sure who he wanted to go with.
The book?
Who did he go with? Bookworm? Roddy McDowell.
Wow, Fred, you really up on these actors, aren't you?
Oh, man, I love this. I'm telling you, I love this show.
Uh-oh.
That's gone.
No, it decided not to.
Well, see, that's what I usually say when the ball's going to go, and it never does. So I kept it in for him.
Thanks, Fred.
Hey, no problem there, whoever you are. Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Bookbinder said you were Catwoman.
Yeah,
so.
he said you were an imposter. He said you're not actually Robin, just so you know.
He doesn't care what you say.
Yeah, I don't think he really.
I don't think Jake cares actually. He's just kind of going with the flow.
All right.
Complete a flashing shot, Jake. Come on. Some pretty cool music in this.
And I have to agree with someone in the chat who said that Val Kilmer was great in Tombstone.
Oh, he was good in Tombstone as well. Yes.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time. So.
He had some roles he was good, but there were a lot that were forgettable.
I don't think Val was a bad actor at all, or
Nope.
not at all. I just felt like
Nice backhand, Jake.
he was very typecast.
Grave urgency.
Grave. Is there any other type of urgency?
I don't know. Maybe if you get around to it, urgency.
Did you get my reference there, Brian? Is there any other type of danger?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Wow,
It's
that
out
was,
of control
that was a
here.
good save.
He's trying to collect all the umbrellas.
There's a lot of umbrellas.
That's a lot of umbrellas, man. This mode looks tough.
Oh, we had an
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe the
That
crane
ball
just
was
did
going
something
right
nice.
Yeah,
down the
crane
middle.
Just give him an assist there.
Jake is suspended by a umbrella handle right now.
Bad.
Super jackpot's lit.
This would be a good time to hit that super jackpot
He
shot.
nailed it. Look at
Boom.
that.
Look
That's
at
perfect
this.
time to hit it.
This could be worth a few points.
12 million. That's
not
nothing.
really.
You're not collecting
Let it
that, Jake.
ride.
Nah.
P
Nothing
and
could
win.
possibly go wrong.
It's going to happen.
Every time.
Thanks for that, John. That was
No
awesome.
problem.
Every
Robin,
time.
Catwoman, whoever you might be.
Some guy. And here comes the original. Here comes Vincent Price again.
No, I'm Louis the Lilac this time.
Louis the Lilac. Yes.
It's Milton Berle, if I remember
Oh,
right.
Milton Berle. Yes, he was.
Uncle Milton. Nice.
I had to do the Vincent Price talking at the end of Thriller for a Halloween performance last year, and it was a whole lot of fun.
I could see you doing it. Well, I could hear you doing that.
Yeah, I can hear that as well.
I cannot quite imitate his voice, but
It's unique.
very unique.
Absolutely. So I have so the chat usually will chime in and ask us questions and things like that, but I have a trivia question.
Oh,
So
trivia time.
on the Batman TV show, how many Catwomen were there? And for bonus points, who were they? So there you go.
That's a
All
good
right.
question.
I have no idea what the answer to this question is, Fred.
I believe the answer is 3.
Oh, Brian's.
That is his submission. We're gonna give everybody a chance to chime in.
You actually distracted the villain there, and the villain lost his ball because of thinking of the answer to the trivia question.
Yeah. So Jared. I know Jared knows this, and we both were talking about this before the show.
I don't.
And Evan
Wait.
says he does not.
Wait, we have a completely new person playing the game now.
It's a weatherman, Jim Cantori.
Oh,
Mike
maybe,
Seidel. I'm
Maybe
gonna
we
get
should.
fake blown
The
away. by
fake
this
blown
game.
away with the wind.
Maybe we should throw some things at him, and we can pretend he's in a store.
We have hailstones around the corner, I think, somewhere. Anybody get a chance to answer yet, Brian? Or does
There's a few people saying 3
Okay.
in the chat, and I have some
Oh,
names.
boy.
Okay. We have some names. What names do we got here?
We have Eartha Kitt,
Yep.
Lee Merriweather,
Yep.
and Julie Newmar.
And that would be correct.
Wow, congratulations. That's really good trivia. You have improved our vast knowledge of pinball.
They were all fantastic Catwomen.
And you were right. They were awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I thought that was Doom.
Thought that was the up and out, but
Oh,
another
my
dig.
goodness.
Oh, my
Chick saving a
gosh.
beauty. I
I
don't
can't
have
hit anything.
I don't have hockey on the mind or anything.
Who is this guy with the saves?
He took a mask
is-
off. He can see now.
Who is that non-masked man?
I'm so focused on your trivia, I'm not even paying attention.
That
to
is
the
that
game.
is the Deadpool launch party champion, folks. Evan Bookbinder.
That was a fluke.
Yeah, he won the Pittsburgh chapter of the Deadpool launch tournament.
Congratulations to Evan.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun, though.
Nobody won the hockey tickets.
Nobody
That
won the
was-
hockey.
There was
ticket.
ba- there were there were
brutal.
bound
I was close.
there were bounties on games, and one of the giveaway prizes was hockey tickets. And I usually make an appearance for those hockey tickets, but my daughter was soccer day, so I didn't go.
No, I remember last year we both made an appearance for those hockey tickets, Fred. And,
Yeah, you joined in, and I played one game of Aerosmith, and I said those tickets are mine.
well, we both reached the target score on the same game.
We did, but I got there first. So that
Because you're
technicality,
player one.
the technicality went right. The tickets went to me.
Well, they were nice enough to go to me eventually. So
They were, yes. Yeah, I couldn't go, turns out, but
Is there an add-a-ball available? I guess it doesn't matter
if
now.
you have it, if you have it lit on the left orbit, there is.
Too late now. Whoops.
There definitely was a minus a ball available, and you used it.
Thank you. I
Wow,
tried.
minus a ball. I like it.
And the chat would like to point out the technicality, Fred, that Merryweather was only in the 66 movie and not the TV episodes.
Uh-oh.
So we have an educated chat room here today.
I like it.
All right, thank you, chat room, for putting Fred in his place. I
That's
actually
not hard
thought
to do. It's not hard to do at
I
all.
thought Fred had a good one there.
Well, I did. It was just a little, not 100% accurate. And I'm not.
It was a very good trivia question. It was solid. That was very
Thanks,
solid.
Brian. John's a jerk. Thank you, Brian.
Some things never change.
It's something's never changed.
I haven't broadcast with John in a while, so I haven't had a chance to insult him.
I haven't done this in a little while either, so.
Yeah, haven't been here for the last few. Behind the scenes a little bit, but it's always good to get back on. And I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing my voice from after Cleveland and Buffalo, talking my.
Oh yeah, you've been running the gauntlet for long distance broadcasting, Fred.
Yeah,
He's trying to catch up to you, John, in hours.
it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So, and we had some great, Greg Pavarelli joined in, and I know Keith and Elizabeth and Sanjay did the beginning of the broadcast. So.
I really enjoyed listening to those three.
That was
Sanjay, Keith, and Elizabeth. They were they really were having fun with the broadcast and talking some good pinball at the same time. Plus, it was a really great series to watch.
And no one bat matched.
That looks like it was a very old-fashioned match display, and so we'd like to welcome one of our sponsors today, and that is Pindigo.
Pindigo is the premier social score tracking app for pinball players. Save your scores, follow your friends, compare and compete. Available for iOS and Android. Check it out online at pindigo.app.
Thank you very much for sponsoring us here at PAPAtv Live.
None of our players that just played are going to put their scores on Pindigo because they stunk.
True.
Wow.
No, 400 million is not good. They must play better.
So we want a bigger score than that? 400 million is not acceptable?
Well, I'm thinking Chris might be able to do a little bit better because he said he was playing through his nose hole.
Yeah.
So he couldn't see anything because he was looking down through the nose hole.
I just got here. What I missed?
Okay.
I just got here.
Clark Kent has left the building, folks.
Oh, some guy. Okay.
Glad you could join us today, Chris.
Yeah. How do I play this game?
Shoot the flashing shot.
Super skill shot, man.
It's like deja vu.
Super
It's
skill
modern
shot.
pinball. Shoot the flashy. If it flashes more than the other shots, you should probably shoot it first.
Oh, no Catwoman.
Gotta do it the hard way.
Which is alternate the ramps, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, you'll see the flashing red lights above each ramp. Like I said, when they said they were making this game, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think the ramps are kind of unique in the middle of the play field. The habit trails are kind of cool. Obviously, the right side's very similar to the Dark Knight machine, but
I think this is a lot better than the Dark Knight machine, in my opinion, at least.
oh, that was rough.
Man, that's the second time you've drained that exact way, I think.
No, that was the first time.
I didn't do it like that before.
Yeah, because he wasn't
that's
playing
right,
earlier.
because it was Clark Kent. I'm sorry.
Right.
Never mind. I forgot his secret disguise, and I wasn't ready for it. Oh, hi, Jared. How are you doing?
I'm well, John. How are you?
Ah, good, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, so Jared Chambers is enjoying a little Central Park lunch there with his with Sarah.
And what a lovely day it was in Gotham.
It was. Until Egghead came along and started just throwing rotten eggs at people.
And Olga, Queen of the Cossacks.
The siren started singing. Yeah, there were so many other villains that are not on this game. Obviously, you can't have them all, but wait,
why
hold on a
not?
second. I just saw somebody just run by. I don't know who that was.
Was that Deadpool?
I don't know. Somebody just ran by. I don't know who that was.
See, universe hopping again? That guy.
Wow, that was something. Oh, that was something too.
It's a great laugh.
I know that is one of the all-time great laughs.
Usually when a pinball game laughs at you, it's not a good thing. It's good to see this one kind of buck that
Well,
trend.
there you go. It laughed, and now it's out. Nice job, Jared.
Oh.
We can see the tilt screen. All right.
Ah, hey, it's Jake.
It's Jake from State Farm.
Hey.
Hi, Jake. Welcome to PAPAtv tonight, Jake.
Yeah. Fortunately, we got all those superheroes out of here, so now we have regular pinball players playing.
Yeah. I think they'll be able to see a little better than the superheroes could.
Was it hard with the mask on? He's not.
No
he's
one
not-
ever asked superheroes that question, man.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
need. These are. These. Hey, listen. These are
probably not-
hard-hitting questions that need to be asked.
He's probably not going to admit to it anyways.
Yeah.
They need to be asked. I'm not sure what's going on here.
He's not getting.
It looks like he's trying to start the get his bat phone. And wait, what's that?
What is going on? My God.
That's really creepy. Wow. Oh, okay. Deadpool special
Deadpool is
edition.
here, but he went to get chimichangas, so he's gone.
As long as he gets them for the team, we could all use some dinner here. That would be nice.
Chimichangas.
Dinner would be good. I'm hungry.
Say, what
I
is?
could go for a snack?
I have a question. What did Batman eat?
Food? Maybe.
No, I mean like.
Bat snacks? I don't know. What did he have?
Scooby snacks. I don't
Did Batman ever eat on camera?
know. It's kind of like my boss.
It's kind of like your boss.
He doesn't eat all day.
Your boss doesn't eat all day. Is there a reason why?
I don't
He's
know.
a supervillain, probably.
Does he have an IV? Maybe Bruce Wayne had an IV in his arm
I don't know. I was just wondering about that. Like
and had a food pack in his back.
Deadpool eats chimichangas,
Okay.
Ooh.
but Batman doesn't eat unless he eats bats or men.
Wow.
Because you are what you eat, but
Oh, come on.
Oh. On the last ball
Can we
saw.
edit that out?
No, there's no editing. We're
Oh,
keeping. In fact, we're gonna put it on a loop and play it over and over again.
That's right, folks. On PAPAtv, sometimes you see some of the highest scorers in the world, and sometimes you see some of the lowest. Tonight, we're going to show you
Some of
at
the
least
lowest.
one of those two.
Wow. Unless all four players have a completely just average game.
Well,
Put
after
up like a couple $100 million and that's it. Nothing spectacular.
after this game, I'm gonna get up there, and I'm gonna probably stink
No, you're
worse
not.
than all of them.
You're chained to the chair, buddy.
I'm not chained to the chair.
Are you sure you can play this game standing up?
I can,
He's Fred Man.
but I'm gonna use my
He's
tall
Fred
chair.
Man.
I'm gonna use my tall chair. I'm
Uh-oh.
Fred Man.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah, I have a special chair now that I use, and people make fun of me, but that's okay. It's a lot more comfortable, and my legs don't get nearly as tired.
How do I light lock?
It's the I got it right in the keys here. Okay, let me get it here. Completing the targets to the side of the TV during a major villain lights locks for multi-ball in the right orbit.
Ooh, okay.
Chris wasn't paying attention to the keys of the game.
I wasn't.
That's okay. You were over there watching on the TV. You didn't have any headphones
no.
on or anything.
I don't know.
Stampede.
The chat is pointing
come
out
on.
again that Bruce Wayne and Vicky Vale had dinner in the 1989 Batman film.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
right.
Okay, so what did they eat?
Yeah, come on, chat. What did they eat?
I'm curious because this is a
You tried the lasagna? I'm sorry, deep
Oh.
dish pizza.
or did she say I'll have what he's having, or something like that? That was about the correct era. for
It's
that.
around that time, wasn't
Kim
it?
Basinger. Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale.
Those are good ones. I enjoyed the Michael Keaton Batman movies. They were pretty good.
They were dark.
Yeah, they were.
I thought the Christian Bale ones were much darker. Obviously, I mean,
They're pretty good though.
yeah.
What's that? Was it who made them? Was it Chris Nolan?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm in the minority. I didn't actually like the Joker movie too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that was fantastic.
I am of a firm belief that if Heath Ledger didn't die, there would be no pomp or circumstance about his performance in that movie.
See, I was not really a Heath Ledger fan at all before that.
Wow,
And
Brian, I think that's dangerous. That's dangerous territory. to
I
go into.
kind of feel the same way about The Crow and Brandon Lee. So,
Wow.
Just going to insult my entire childhood here? Come on.
no,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
people who know me.
well, you're going to walk the plank. You might as well just.
So.
Brian keeps it real. Brian keeps it real.
You know, if the Sharks are going to eat Brian, they're not going to eat him twice.
No, only once.
No, I definitely thought that whether he had passed or not, I thought he was fantastic in the role of the Joker. I do kind of agree with you on The Crow. I didn't think that movie was nearly as good as others do, but that's, it's subjective.
Celebrity death creates cult classics, and that's just the nature of the beast. So,
Yeah.
I think. I wonder if you guys are reacting a little bit out of just anger over the sheer amount of coverage that those incidents got in both cases. Because I thought the performances were good in both movies. Maybe not as good as they were made out to be because of the coverage, but I thought they were quality performances.
I thought just the Dark Knight movie was like all around. Just everybody that was involved in the movie was fantastic. It was just a good movie. And I'm not a big superhero movie guy, and I thought those movies were pretty well done. Dun, dun, dun. There goes the ball. See you later.
All right. Well, Jared has taken the lead.
Jared was mad.
And he gets another $12 million in bonus, which brings him up to 62.
Okay.
Now, the scores on Batman, until you get into one of those big scoring modes, they remain low.
That's when you get into that second level and third level of the villains is where the big points seem to really...
2 and 3 times, exactly. Yeah, you get those along with the shot multipliers and the turnstile multiplier, because the rotisserie will give you a multiplier as well for the U-turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, explain what you're talking about there, Fred.
When I'm talking about the multipliers, you can get your playfield multipliers like you did in Dark Knight. You can select, I believe it's 4 or 5 shots on the playfield to multiply. I think it's 5. Every time you do a level of villain, those shots become multiplied by 2 or 3 depending on which level you're on. So you could have 3 times, if you're on the 3rd level of Joker, then you multiply a shot with one of the shot multipliers, and Jake is ball searched. And you get a shot multiplier, and then you can also get a shot multiplier through the rotisserie at the top, which I'm not 100% sure how to qualify, but you get 2 times playfield for 30 seconds. You can get some big points.
So you can use your combo multipliers, your shot multipliers, and the 2 times playfield multipliers. So right there, we're talking about an 8 times multiplier.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, and I'm known to be wrong lots of times, and the chat always points out when I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong this time.
And I'm fine with that. But I know there's multiple ways to get the multipliers and get some really, really big points.
It's ugly.
Especially when you get to the 2nd and 3rd tiers of the villains.
I had a question from the chat here for you guys, and I know the answer to this, but we'll see if you know. Is this a premium or a pro version?
This is a premium because there is no pro.
There you go.
The premium is the pro, actually. When they made this game, they said there was going to be no pro version, so this
they made a premium and a
LE and a super LE.
A super LE and a super LE.
And I do not know what the differences between the games are. I know there was a topper for the super LE that had the lights for the top of the Batmobile with the red siren. Other than that, I don't know what else was different about that game. This isn't a game that you see a ton of.
No, but this was the first game that Stern switched from doing a dot matrix display over to a liquid crystal display, and it really, people were wondering how the performance of that changeover would go. I think a lot of people had doubts. Oh, I think they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Nice save.
Can't hit anything. There we go. Nope.
Somebody looming right now.
Yeah. But only we can see it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Deadpool's second appearance.
Yeah, but he never appeared to the studio
All
audience.
for naught, yeah.
Oh, well, actually, only the studio audience.
You only
saw it.
screwed with me.
He was back there, giving you thumbs up behind your back and
God, I
cheering
need a
you on.
shot.
giving you positive
Motivational
reinforcement.
gesturing.
All right, here we go. Mystery.
Motivational gesturing.
Another
Hold
whole
bonus.
bonus. That's twice in a row.
Well, then you're going to hold your bonus twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
Probably not.
Never do it twice. All right, so the super jackpot is lit. Now, once super jackpot's lit, what's the purpose to actually continuing to play at this
Level
point?
2. Okay, so if you don't accept your super jackpot, then you go to the next level of the villain mode.
Oh, there's Deadpool.
He's
Deadpool will
helping.
help Jake.
Deadpool will help Jake. That's right. All right, so if he continues,
Collect 12-4 or
so Joker scores her twice or 2 times, then if he hits the targets on the left, the flashing yellow lights, it's 12.4 million just for hitting one of those
he
targets.
did.
Then hit the rotisserie at the top, where the purple light is.
That's
Right.
the spinny thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, that thing.
So that's 2.1.
And a chicken falls out.
A chicken falls out.
That happens all the time.
So, and there's a rotisserie.
We all like rotisserie chicken, that's for sure. I know Aton does.
He likes chimichangas.
4.4 million. So you can see where these points are now coming up. So if he shoots the
Yeah.
rotisserie again,
I'd like-
2.4. Now shoot the targets on the left, 2.5.
Jake made a really nice save,
Nice
on
save.
that last one before that.
Oh, yeah.
The ball was going towards the middle, but he saved it directly into
And we got multi-ball.
the in lane.
So now we got multi-ball going on.
This could be really big.
Points are going to start adding up a little bit here.
Hopefully, yes. He's at 60 million now, so we can get a snapshot
Pow.
of where he's going to be.
Jackpot, thwack, sock, zoink, bonk, zap. I thought you said earlier in the evening that Robin wasn't violent. I see him beating people down right now.
Like I said, he had a wicked right cross, man.
He does.
I know. Oh man, I just want to go watch some Batman now. I want to go watch the TV show.
You know what? I was
haven't done
looking.
it.
It's not on Netflix. It's not on Amazon Prime.
Would you guys
I'd
like?
actually have to buy this.
Would you guys like some of the episodes? I have them all on VHS and DVD.
Oh my goodness
DVD,
gracious!
I
I
can
would
play
I would
those.
die to see some of those.
I have them all.
I don't know what those other 3 letters.
That's
you
right,
mentioned
chat
were.
room. If you want to watch Batman with me, we just have to go talk to Fred and get the DVDs off him, and we'll have a big old party and watch some Batman '66.
We can do that. And I'll sit there and quote the movies all day and annoy the hell out of everybody.
Then
Well, we expect that.
it was a nice plan, but
I've totally ruined it.
Fred, are you a supervillain,
Right orbit, Jake. Right orbit.
or are you
I
just
can see it. I just can't hit it.
Am I a supervillain?
or are you?
No,
just
I'm just super annoying.
He's the named guy who works for the supervillain. There's always like the one guy who actually has a name, and it's not like henchman one.
Actually,
henchman
I was
two.
going to say, I'm actually one of the guys that has the word goon on the front of their shirt. I'm a goon.
He's a good. Oh my
Well, I played hockey, so I was kind of a, well, I wasn't really a goon, but I could goon it up if
he
I
just
needed to.
collected a bunch of points there.
Meanwhile, Jake is collecting points. Good job, Jake.
All right, so now he will start the Riddler if he hits the bat phone. Is he going to take Mr. Freeze? Is he going to take Roddy McDowell? That's a great reading light that he has on that hat there.
What a save!
Jeez.
Just wow.
It was a self-induced problem, though.
It was, but
That's my best.
he also dug himself out from it. So.
Hey, nothing wrong with digging yourself out. Clean up your own mess. That's how I was always told.
That's how the best players win.
The bat phone, sir. Crank the rotisserie. That's the mini rotisserie, by the way. There's a full-size one that rotates up there, but that's the mini one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Tesseract, except it doesn't break off.
Except there's not a plastic cube that's going to land on the playing field.
That was one of the best things that ever happened on PAPAtv. Tomka crushed it when we were playing Avengers, and it just broke off.
That's
and
what happens
laying,
when you crush it.
Was laying in the middle of the playing field.
Was that when we had the finally updated Avengers code?
I think so, yeah. I think so. We were excited, and then Tomka broke the game.
Well, that happens.
Hi, Al, if you're watching.
So if you're just joining us this evening, this is PAPAtv Live, and we are playing Batman. You can check out some of the stuff you missed earlier in the interview. We had Jeff Teolis on for to tell us about his new podcast, which is happening tomorrow evening.
It's going to be exciting.
Live podcast.
I'll be tuning into that.
Yeah.
We'll be talking to our Doug Polka about tournament directing, and I'm sure Jeff will have some other hard-hitting questions he'll ask.
I expect some hard-hitting questions. I'm tired of these soft questions. I want to hear, deep investigative journalism questions.
You don't want the gonzo journalism questions?
No gonzo journalism. That's my school.
No. That's my school.
I was thinking maybe I was going to be able to get on here and play a game, but Jake's being a jerk and hogging the game.
Jake's doing well. I mean, it's great.
Well, Fred, you can play this all night after we leave.
Nah, it's leaving. It's going bye-byes.
Oh, where's it going?
Not here.
All right.
Nah, it's going to go on. It's going to go on location.
Excellent. You mean I'll be able to go out into the fair streets of Pittsburgh and play this game?
You can fight crime too, Brian.
Yes.
You can fight crime too.
Finally.
You have to take your own mask, though.
That's fine. I got a couple.
You can be a mystery man. That's
bad.
That's actually one of my favorite superhero movies.
That is a good one.
Nice
It's
ball,
up there
Jake.
with The Incredibles.
Let's see what kind of points he's got for bonus here.
All right.
Multiply.
80
Oh, my
million
goodness.
points of boom.
Wow. Very nice.
Nice job by Jake. And
now Evan comes back up to try to redeem himself.
I feel like we say that a lot on the show.
Because we redeem a lot here.
This show is about redemption, and sometimes redemption never happens. That's why we're still here.
that's why we keep coming back.
Right. It's like a recurring series.
It's like the road to redemption. It's just a really long road.
Oh, that was almost a very short ball. Wow. Is he going to shoot the bat?
Answer the phone.
Meet me in the basement?
Me.
Interesting.
The big knife is going to throw by your head, and it's going to go into the crate.
Tell me more about Batman.
I can tell you more about Trixie's.
That's Golem's line. It's Trixie. I always let Golem advise me when I'm playing Whodunit. If I don't have any clues, it's Trixie.
Someone's got to be the fall guy, right?
That's right. I know. That's right, folks. The jokes aren't going to get any better.
No. We've reached our prime early today, folks.
No, we promised early on, though, that our jokes were going to get worse. So.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So Evan Bookbinder is playing through Batman. He's player 4
I
this
didn't
year.
even
my
do that.
goodness.
And he
I'm
made a
dead.
double danger save.
Is it gonna?
And
Completely unnecessary save.
he does not tilt. So when you play this game, you get 2 dangers, and then it goes to tilt. You know.
That's dead. Yep.
He knew it. He
Yeah,
just hangs up his headphones and
Well-
walks off in shame.
I mean, there wasn't shame.
Come back, Shame. Come back. He just keeps walking.
All 3.
No.
Deadpool is over in the green room taunting our players.
And I still don't see a chimichanga in sight. This is very disappointing.
So, Brian, I have a did the chat room ever say what they were eating on that movie?
I've someone mentioned it. They believe it was soup.
Batman eats soup.
Yeah, weren't they sitting at the opposite ends of a very long table? I'm trying to remember the scene in the movie.
It was the first time he had ever eaten at the table, too.
Wow.
I believe that is mentioned as well.
I think I'm going back to my original plans. I think he eats bats.
I'm pretty sure it's not true.
I'm pretty sure that's not true as well.
Sorry, John. Oh, fumble.
No
A fumble
Hey,
and
you
a
can't
beauty.
you can't blame the nose hole on that one, Chris.
Oh, man, Fred.
It's brutality.
Well, it's this is Papa TV, and I keep it real.
So
Keeping it real.
Fred's new name for the evening is now Dr. Brutality. He is definitely a goon.
I like that, Dr. Brutality.
So we have me, the hater, and Dr. Goon.
I like it. I like being Dr. Goon or Dr. Brutality. That's fine. So what are you going to do, Jared? Are you going to continue playing Joker?
I guess got really nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You can complete Joker and then move on. Move on to bigger and better things.
Hey, Dr. Brutality, take it easy.
Easy. Dr. Brutality.
Careful, Dane.
Careful. That clown is kind of creepy.
Yeah, that clown is kind of creepy. I mean, look at that clown. I would not want to wake up with that over my face.
That'd be tremendous if it was just like you woke up and, he tilted.
Oh.
Papa
I
tilts.
didn't even see the danger.
Oh, I saw the danger.
There were several dangers.
Batman definitely saw the danger. He's like. And now Jake steps up. And we're going to see if Jake can finish the game here.
I can finish.
You only got 3 more modes to finish, Jay. Come on.
Yeah.
It's more a question of.
You got this.
I knew I was going to be right either way. Jake finishes the game one way or the other.
Oh, good thing that ball save is still on.
Holy ball save, Batman.
Oh, no.
you're
there-
my
No, no,
There it was.
There's my right ear.
We
My left ear was damaged earlier by Jake. Now my right ear is totally kaflooey.
Kaflooey. Somebody went wham on on Dr. Brutality's right ear.
I think I like that.
But he was listening to some wham in his right ear.
I would never do that.
He's
You're
never
right. That
gonna,
wham is strictly for the left ear. You're absolutely right.
That's
Fred.
right.
definitely never going to dance again.
Wow.
Oh, that
Oh,
was careless. Come on, man.
Hey, I can't hear you, Brian. Are you talking in a whisper?
I might be.
there's actually a George Michael song that they mixed with Slayer
Yes,
on YouTube.
I have seen that. It's hilarious.
It actually
Really?
is pretty funny. They do Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer, and then there's a song by Wham that they mix, or George Michael, they mix together. It actually sounds like it would be the song. It's pretty crazy. All right, so Evan, you got a long way to go, man.
I'm
Let's
still
do it.
trying to figure out how I ended up in Penguin, but
Oh, you shot the scoop.
Yeah.
Well,
Shot
if
the
you,
scoop more than once. We're going to go with shame, probably.
nothing to lose.
Hey, there's no shame in making that selection.
oh, wow.
It's just getting bad, guys.
we got nothing left.
The tank is empty. You gotta
Yeah.
tap out.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh my gosh.
Only a few seconds left, Shame.
I was like, he's making shots now. Look out.
Yeah, I know. The accuracy is improving. So interesting. If you were to watch a bunch of different pinball players play without actually seeing the person who's playing, you can definitely tell the difference in their styles after you watch them for a while. Evan has a
I want to play control sometimes, and then
He plays like I play.
yeah.
and then that.
It's not that. I mean, it's sort of an angle that people like to play the balls from.
Hey, good timing. All right.
That was what I would call fortuitous.
Thank you, Grace. That was. Please come back.
Please come back, Shame.
And it did.
Oh, that was
then
a
it
bad
back
bounce. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling.
It's a good ball.
Not bad.
All right, so Jake takes game 2.
Your
Nice
bonus
game,
was
Jake.
your score at the start of the ball, so that was a marked improvement.
I really like that match animation, I got to say.
The bat match analyzer.
Yeah, the bat match analyzer. Okay, so PAPAtv is brought to you by a number of wonderful sponsors, and one of the sponsors that has brought us to you this evening.
The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pinstadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com.
All right, so we come back to Deadpool, standing at the pinball machine, and then Evan Bookbinder knocking over Pinstadium's sign. I think it's going to be okay.
Everything's fine, guys. I'm
I
Batman.
think it's going to be okay.
So who are you?
I'm Batman.
Ah.
I'm Batman.
Batman has stepped up to Batman, but he's wearing a mask, so we don't know exactly who he is.
I'm Batman.
We don't know exactly who he is.
All right, well,
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, I'm stepping out, and John is stepping out, and Brian's stepping out, so we're going to bring Jared Chambers in,
Woo!
CDs, and Evan Bookbinder.
Right.
And I'm going to embarrass myself on camera.
Hey, Jared,
See you guys.
I just wanted to say, Jared, that you make a really excellent villain. I have never seen a better portrayal of Egghead playing Batman.
Well, thank you, John. I knew my bald head would come in handy for something.
Player 2, player 3. Holy 4-player game!
Batman.
I'm Batman. All right.
Welcome
How do
to
I
the
play
booth,
this game?
Evan.
All right. Welcome, guys, to the booth. A complete tap out here. Evan Bookbinder here. Joining me are Jared Chambers to
Hi,
my
Evan.
left and Chris Stevens to my right.
Hello, hello.
So what'd you think of that? I had a lot of fun, despite some mediocrity, but
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I only got to play one game, and it wasn't the best, but what can you do? It was a lot of fun. It's definitely, I still got a lot to get used to on this machine and a lot to learn. And that's a good thing, in my opinion. I mean, it's fun.
yeah.
There's a lot of fun to be had. You know, if you miss a shot, at least you got something cool to look at when you drain.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
Or, in a couple cases tonight, you have something cool to look at when you tilt.
I mean,
A little heavy-handed on the on the old Batman machine.
Oh.
Woo! Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Deadpool
Spoiler
was
alert.
drained quickly.
Spoiler. Nice playing,
But,
Deadpool.
I don't know about you, but this game has completely grown on me over the last year. Revolutionary change in my personal assessment of this game, from amazing art, but I can't figure out gameplay, to I gotta say that Lyman Sheets has just done an absolutely superb job, and the others who worked with him on getting this code to where it stands today.
They keep him sequestered, and he pecks at code all day until it's good.
All day.
He must be. 'Cause
Code all day. He needs that T-shirt made for himself.
I'm just glad we have this game now. I mean, it's one of the few modern games that it seemed like we had no access to.
This is a game that
Pittsburgh.
I was so disappointed with when it first debuted, and it's just through iteration after iteration, it's only gotten better, and this is at least to my knowledge, the first one in Pittsburgh.
So, Fred, did you intentionally pick Penguin because of your love for hockey, or?
No, I actually didn't put any thought into it whatsoever. I just started playing. So then I realized I picked Penguin, and whatever. It's cool.
Fred likes to waddle. Fred's a waddler.
He's a waddler. Yeah.
I'm a waddler?
A waddler.
I've never been called that.
I thought you were Dr. Brutality.
Well, I have many different monikers, as any good supervillain would.
He's kind of friends with
That's
the Riddler.
definitely true.
The Riddler and the Waddler. So.
The waddler.
All right, I'm going to shoot this
Riddler.
really dangerous shot.
So inverted, Fred. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, man.
Oh,
He's
my
on the
inverted,
ceiling.
sweet. Careful. Ah!
Saw that one
Danger,
coming.
danger.
Double danger.
Get off the ceiling.
But no tilt.
But no tilt. Very nice deduction there, Jared.
I'm really salty about that tilt.
We had to see what the screen display looked like, though.
I'm salty about my sling not firing and going straight down the center on me.
We had a couple interesting drains.
Yeah, it threw me off a bunch. It definitely goes to show you that I still
saw
have a lot of work to
I
do.
saw you botch 2 drop catches in one game, and I venture to say that probably won't happen again.
Well, you never know. I definitely have my days. I think it's because I'm working too much.
Brian trying to get control here.
Trying.
It's tough. I was having a lot of trouble trying to get control in this game. It almost seems like the dead bounces just
I was just gonna say
don't
dead
go
bounces.
as far as I like.
Those ramps are so deceptively hard.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble starting Catwoman myself.
It's not an instant drain if you brick out of those ramps.
And it's gone.
Right, because you have like 3/4 of the playfield length to
Holy
do something.
switch drain,
but
Batman. That was rough. I feel like we have at least 20 more holy somethings in us, guys.
I don't even know what the
not
previous
let the
group
chat down.
used. Like, we should have a list available.
Hey, Inzal. It's
Hi,
Batman.
John.
Yinzer Batman steps up, plugs the penguin right off the bat.
Oh, no.
Super
Oh,
skill
geez.
shot. Is that the first super skill that we've seen yet, or did one of you guys do it?
I've landed a couple. After you lock a ball, you can actually choose to do another super skill shot, which is kind of interesting. I don't think it's as important or as lucrative, but it's still nice to do.
Like Deadpool, infinite super skill shots.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take that.
We'll take it. To that cave.
John opens Shakespeare's head. Go to the bat poles.
Oh, I should have saved that.
That was a little savable. You might have tilted like Jared, though.
To the back drain.
Holy bonus.
Holy bonus.
Or lack thereof.
Here comes Jake. Let's see if he can continue some of his incredible save-making magic that was on display earlier.
Yep.
He had a
Somebody
ton
played my
of
ball
saves.
one.
Somebody did. We don't know who, though. It could have been a full montage of people.
Interesting, though, when I remember playing X-Men, I thought it said Deadpool helped you.
Yes.
And yet he left Jake with a whole
Yeah.
2.8 million points.
Deadpool helped in his own way.
It was definitely his own way. He helped with providing some fantastic entertainment.
And now he helped by leaving.
There's another save by
Nice
Jake.
save.
Okay, right into the right orbit here.
Meow.
I just love the sound effects. Every shot's
gonna-
got some cool sound effect with it.
No, I'm not going to take Joker. I'm going to try to get Catwoman.
So right now he has his Joker.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, I got it. Woohoo!
Okay.
Got what?
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
All right,
That's what he
awesome.
wanted.
Now Jake has to hit and light
All
each.
those ramp shots.
Yeah, the ramps 3 times each.
Yeah,
To
this
qualify that super jackpot shot.
So all these turns that he's getting off of the like genie lamp type thing.
rotisserie.
What's that getting him?
Oh,
Points per spin.
Ugh.
I don't really know if that builds bonus or what that does particularly.
Anybody in chat know? We're still admittedly pretty
Let's
new
go
on the
to the
rules to
chat.
this. At least any of these recent code versions.
And I kind of wish I had more time to spend on this machine just to kind of not really get a feel for it, but just test
Well, it
out
was like
different things. you
Your
know?
game, you had a villain cash out that was 4x multiplied.
I don't know
have
how I
no
did
idea
that.
what you did for like 190 something million points for pressing a button.
Yeah, that would only
I would
that would
love for
only
that to
happen
happen.
to Batman. That wouldn't happen to me.
I collected my paltry sum because I didn't feel like playing Penguin anymore.
I think that's
think
a
it's a
solid
good call.
strategy.
Penguinos.
P and Gwyn.
P and Gwyn. The Penguin.
Oh, Commodore Schmidlap. What
I
happened?
stink.
Oh,
I
man.
stink. That's what
Holy
happened.
fumble.
Riddler. Oh, the Riddler. Brian. Oh, it's Brian. It's Brian. B-R-I-E-N.
Brian's shirt matches the game's color palette nicely, though.
That was a lovely purple, the replay effect shirt.
I
there.
like that shirt because that's what I was wearing Saturday when I won the Deadpool tournament, so it's been set aside.
Congrats, by the
One of those
way.
superstition
That was big
things.
time. I was following
That
along
was-
at home.
I don't know where that came from. The qualifying scores all afternoon were embarrassing to the point I told Doug to enter a 1 instead of the number I actually got. And then literally 3 minutes before 6 when the qualifying stopped, I had a pretty decent game. And after that, it just dialed in.
I think all of your
I don't know.
failed team league nights was all rolled into one, and it won you the Deadpool tournament.
Yeah, I pressed the boom button this time.
Yeah, you did it. You boomed all the right times. It was perfect. Nice nudging by Brian to save that from the out lane there.
Okay, so he's got the right ramp left here. Riddler.
And this right ramp that is actually almost dead center is backhandable from the right flipper.
I would almost try backhanding.
Oh, that
it.
was fantastic. He had to
Excellent.
nudge that.
Excellent. Only backhanding it from the forehand is a very tricky shot.
And so am I.
Little Cactus Canyon.
Are we going shame?
Have to.
Don't have to. We can see some of the other stuff.
You can see Egghead. It's a frenzy.
Yeah, frenzy it.
Because he's got the super ready on the scoop and locks are lit on the right orbit, so a whole bunch of stuff available from that left flipper.
Oh,
Nice nudge.
Nice.
That was a
Alright,
nudge to get
press
the
your
ball on
luck.
a flipper that he wanted to make a shot with. He wanted a shot on the right side of the playfield, so he nudged it off of the right flipper to the left side. It's a very nice move.
Is this his third Riddler episode, or is it second?
Second.
Second, I believe, yes.
See, I should have tried that. I didn't think there was enough momentum to get that to carry over, but
Yeah, he's just in that real slight upward nudge, get the bounce over to the next flipper. It's
All right, so we're back to ramps again.
a strategy I should have employed for sure.
You got to give a little oomph to get it over. Although I
Right.
tried to give it a little push, but it just kind of killed the ball, which then just
Oh my gosh.
it like came to a cradle, which then I just post passed and bubbled anyway. But you know,
Brian seems to know exactly how much power to put on that nudge
to not get a tilt.
to not even get a danger.
It's like watching Petey play. All on the fly.
He is
Here we
hammering
go.
those buttons.
Or not Jared.
Smile, Brian. He's like
Holy
so
smiles,
stressed out on
Batman.
this ball. Okay, up to approaching some decent score territory here.
In lane, get control.
So did we talk about what spot of the completing the bat signals on the 4 in lanes
Ooh.
do?
I believe they the in lane sir?
Yeah.
That should
Oh,
be Major
geez.
Mystery, I believe.
Okay.
He's staying alive.
Lock the
All right.
ball.
Nice shot,
Nice shot.
Brian. Here we go. Let's. So we got green shots lit for jackpots. Does anyone? Does he still have that the frenzy mode running, or did the egghead mode time out? Or
the egghead mode has timed out.
Okay.
And I think if the other stuff was still running, it would show up in the smaller left TV screen. Is that correct? On the display?
If that's
Is that like the mini TV?
Yeah,
for your,
I
the,
think so.
The villain episode.
Right.
I
Brian
like
with
it.
the L one here.
I just absolutely love some of these clips. Because you don't get to watch them while you're playing.
No, you do not.
Well, or you
I would not
shouldn't
recommend
anyways.
it.
I mean, you can, but you probably don't play very well or very long. I actually ended up losing one of my balls because I looked up to see what happened after I made a shot, and I lost it.
Oh,
So
good
don't
timing.
quote me on this, but I feel like that add ball was still available on the mystery shot.
It might have been. Go for it. Yes. Batman is greedy. Holy continued mode shots, Batman. That was a good one. What do you think? That was a winner.
Yeah, he's for some reason not getting a lot of value on the mode shots.
I get the feeling that if he's able to get through this one, it'll give him a nice multiplied collect.
So you got 2 shots left to do it.
It maybe it probably has to do on the villain you picked and the shot difficulty.
Oh boy. Nice ball, Brian.
Junior, you do not get to fight the shark in the game, unfortunately. But there's still time.
30 million, so I mean, he almost got a 30% boost in points just from bonus. So this is one of those games you definitely do not want to tilt on a longer ball. Bonuses can be absolutely massive.
And then you can even take it a step further and for your mystery award, get like a hold bonus. I mean, that could be big too.
Yeah, we were talking, I think it was during one of your balls, we were talking backstage, and the whole bonus is probably one of the best mystery awards.
Now, can you hold the bonus X? Is that a mystery award? Jared? Insight? Anybody?
You know what? I don't
haven't
know that for
seen
sure.
it, but wow, that would be
nice.
Yeah,
be
thank
really,
you.
Really, really huge in this game.
I mean, holy nice mystery awards, John.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Get a whole bonus X. Ooh.
Ooh.
John having trouble hitting the crane.
And that doesn't tilt? Come on. I'm
That's
still
what
mad.
you call good deep bounce.
Jared
right
would have
there.
tilted that.
Incredulous over here.
The game said no, you are draining.
Does not appear that the game recognized that he drained.
The game does not know that he drained.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you broke Doug's game already. Come on.
Trent.
All right, John, step up. Hold a
John,
flipper
you
up.
know you should never
We
walk
need
away
we
until
need
the bonus
TD.
is counted.
We need a TD.
Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat drain.
Same bat.
We're waiting
pass
for
through?
it.
Wait for it. Clicky, 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 clicky.
I'd laugh if he gets a ball served.
He might get one coming dropped from the lock.
So officially, I know this was in a tournament situation. This would be, well, I think I would be drained.
So if it releases a ball from the lock, you would be forced to drain that ball?
Right. On PAPAtv Live, I believe the rule is that I must play the ball.
We need a ruling.
I believe.
Let's ask the producer.
Oh gosh. I don't. What's the?
Producer.
I know what the producer does. He goes.
Producer, what'll it be?
Play on.
Play on.
Wow. Not what I expected.
Wow, now I know where
that is
all
not what I
John's money
expected
went.
either.
You can just count that as
Wait,
my-
that's
my
not the
gift.
producer. That's
That's.
P.N. Gwynn.
Oh, should I continue?
Yeah, he said play on, so continue.
Play on. Oh, that meant continue.
That was the villain known as Maple Leaf.
Play on.
Maple Leaf. Maple Leaf makes really good syrup.
That was Lord Marmaduke Fogg and Lady Penelope Pea Soup. I'll go obscure.
You've got some
That is-
incredible
Jared, you're.
knowledge here.
If only if it were applicable to real life.
Oh, it is. You're doing it right now. You're a superstar.
It is. Like, kids are going to watch this on YouTube for years to come and be like, Jared Chambers, you're my hero.
I'm hoping kids watching us on YouTube at least once.
I hope my kids watch us on YouTube.
I don't hope my kids watch this on YouTube. Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Get a good multi-ball going. Change their minds.
Yeah, for real. Let's. I think their mystery is lit on the left orbit.
Ah, that would have been nice.
Which is
Oh, that would have been.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been an atta-ball, right?
That was
it would have
sloppy.
been. But
Collect
the
that
super
super,
jackpot
move
is lit.
on.
Now, if you collect this jackpot and you continue it, I think it'll light your gadget. Yeah, continue. Hit those gadget lights. Big
Boom.
countdown
Here we go.
starting here. Starts at what, 75 million? 30 million?
I did it.
Boom, 30.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Magnet. Ish.
Now, I know you can multiply your shots, and there's all kinds of ways to do things, but I don't know how yet. But
No, I'm sure there's probably some combo stuff too as well.
hold bonus, very nice. Let's get
Oh,
into some shame
I see a
action.
cowboy over there.
You think I should do some shame?
I don't
All
think
right.
you should do shame until you have another villain running.
Oh. Oh well.
I guess we're
You
doing
picked
egg.
Jared.
Yeah, why
He
not?
went to Jared.
Excellent.
Egg,
Oh my gosh.
egg salad. Ew.
This is excruciatingly
This is-
painful to
this
listen
is
to.
exciting.
excellent play.
Holy wordplay, Batman.
Oh, yeah. I like eggs. There's no wordplay to that at all. Oh boy.
Yeah, I got myself in trouble there.
It's okay.
This
Cash it out.
The music in the background kind of sounds like it's NFL films instead of
It does.
instead of Batman.
Oh no,
Thank
John
you, Sling.
just unexpectedly drained.
He got he got trucked by Earl Campbell apparently.
All right, good ball by John. Is up to 130 mil. Jake's just gonna move that decimal point over.
Yeah, just that.
He's only playing 2 balls, so you never know what he can pull off here, though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at least 3 nice saves.
Let us remind you of ball 2 last game.
Good point. Nice little tip pass there.
This jazz music's awesome. I don't know if I can hear that at home, but
Yeah. Hey, move those in lanes, Jake. What are you doing?
Ooh, got robbed of that.
thought he's gonna have
Yeah, I
the
thought he
T.
had the gadget there. Go gadget T.
Post transfer.
It's untimed. He doesn't have to hurry.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Really nice.
That was impressive. All right, so let's keep going and see what happens. All Catwoman scores are now doubled. Okay, this is a hurry up. 11.2.
Oh. Come on.
Yeah, this is a villain that I remember. I think I was watching the
Nope.
Pinvasion from Atlanta stream that people were kind of blowing up by completing the mode,
Now
continuing
he can
it, completing it,
hit the
continuing
other
it, and
ramp.
just getting massive playfield X.
Right here. Shoot cat to.
Oh.
No more meows.
No meows.
Okay, we got Dr. Brutality sauntering his way up here.
He's making his way.
That's my dramatic entrance right there.
Fred Cockenshire working his way up.
It's actually funny you say that, Evan. I just set up my PS4 account for NHL 19, and I named myself Fred Cockenshire.
That's awesome.
I was going to send you a screenshot of it the other day. I didn't do it, though.
Oh, wow.
I assume you got that to play hockey.
That's the only reason.
Why else would you get an NHL 19?
I saw a little chat going on
It's a great
about
game.
setting up some NHL. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so far it's pretty fun, but yeah, Fred Cockenshire.
Let's try to remember who started that. Was
Thank
that
you,
Jaquay?
James. Thank you.
I honestly don't remember. I thought it was you.
I'm not that funny.
Oh, the rooster.
That was
He's
funny.
out.
Oh, that was so funny.
Everybody laughing at me. I have a complex.
Because you bought NHL 19, and then Evan said, "Did you buy that to play hockey?" And I was like,
No,
why
did
else-
he buy the
why else
PS4
would
to
you
get
buy
hockey?
No, I didn't even.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
why it
even,
was a joke. Holy bad joke, Evan. Come on.
I didn't even buy one, so that's the fun thing about it.
He just likes watching YouTube videos of
Just
other
borrowed
people
one.
play.
He borrowed one. All right,
That's what the
Brian.
kids are doing
Time to
these
blow
days.
it up.
Okay.
All right. You're in the middle of, was this Riddler still, huh?
I guess.
Brian Tessier.
Brian Tessier. John
Tessier.
Rapp logo. Pick
Take
a new,
the
pick a-
points.
Pick a new one. Pick a new one. What do we got?
Take points.
What's this guy? I can't read that far.
Major Villain Awards last till the end of the
Bookworm.
game.
McDowell.
Oh, ball save. No.
Be the ball, Brian.
Be the ball. Holy explosions. Oh. So can you tell me about this bookworm villain? Do you have any info on him?
He might like to read or something. I don't.
Okay, I like it.
I got nothing, man.
You'd think I would have knowledge on this, but I don't.
If you complete his
Evan
mode,
Bookworm Binder. I like it.
if you complete his mode, it awards the villain awards for the entire game
Oh.
Yikes.
instead of just during the ball that you learn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Don't double flip.
Yeah. Holy double flip action, Brian. All right. Next up, we have a John Rapp logo.
Man, he's got that flashback fever going.
All right. Where are we at?
Wah,
What's your plan, John?
He's got a super
I
lit.
don't know. I'm
You need
sort of
21
scared.
million.
Dr. Brutality is hanging out in the background, and I'm sort of scared. I guess I'm going to try to do a super skill shot into the super jackpot.
I like it.
That'd be a super
That would
shot.
be super. Holy super shot, John.
Oh, super
thought he had
missed. Super bummed.
Super bummed. Super bad flipping.
Holy almost.
Love that backhand.
All right, what
So
we
I could
got?
take the lead.
You could walk off.
No.
I could do a walk. Oh, no walk-offs allowed. Okay, got it.
All right, now
Play on,
everything is
James.
4x right now.
5 shots to light the
Da-da.
super.
Da-da. I got it.
Oh, that could be
Ooh.
useful on that.
Light it on the super
To
collect.
collect. Yeah.
Not that shot. Yeah, okay. This could be it. One more shot to light the super. That will not get it.
Ah, I thought I didn't know.
Cannot
Backhand
use
the
button.
backhand.
I think I'm
to
going to
grab the super.
backhand and then trap again. So, or I could just hit the Catwoman
Or you
ramp.
could not let it time out.
That would probably be a good idea too.
12.4. This is
now.
it. Ugh. All right, Pops, give us some lovin'. No,
That wasn't it.
That wasn't lovin' at all.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, except for the fact that it went nowhere. Okay, here we go.
There it is.
One time.
Around the crane.
No.
Oh, my gosh. I
man.
thought that was dead.
Backhand.
Oh, no, wiggle it. Nice
There it
shot.
is.
How
Okay.
big is it? How big
That's
is it? What we
huge.
got? He's
Look
up
at
to
his score.
259 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice total, John.
Thank you.
That was an
Oh.
awesome nudge.
I think I would have nudged that a little more, and I probably would have lost the ball because I would have freaked. But he was actually very calm, did a nice wiggle, and it was out.
The only reason I was that calm is because I just accomplished my goal. Otherwise, I would have drained for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like
I definitely would have drained on that one. It would have been really nice if they like played off of the song and instead of Batman they would say jackpot.
that would be cool.
Lyman, are you listening like
Ooh, nice.
No danger even.
Shoot the Death Star.
I got
Throw
him,
it down the
so-
middle.
No, that only does that to me.
That only does it on John's toe tan.
Yeah.
Totan.
Totan is the master of doing that. All right.
Shoot the butt signal.
So orbits are lit for stuff.
And it looks like the
you
phone is also lit.
Yeah, you should have a hurry up.
Are these bat signal hurry ups?
Well,
That gave him nothing. It said try again.
Yeah, you're gonna hit that switch clean.
Lock
back
is
there.
lit.
And so am I.
oh boy. Look out. Thank you.
Lock is lit again.
I wonder what he's trying to tell us.
Riddle me this. Riddler's the best. I love riddles.
I would have to argue and say Joker is best.
But yeah, the Jokers are pretty sweet. I just like riddles, that's all I'm gonna say. Good stuff.
Oh, he completes Gadget on the rebound.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. He's got his locks lit. Nice nudge.
Oh, come on, John.
You're missing a lot, John. Let's see this.
I'm bricking.
Oh.
All right. Should be good bonus, though.
I think it might be. Dun, dun.
Maybe not.
And was it
Never
held?
mind.
Ooh.
All right.
Decent score.
Not bad.
All right. Good job, John.
All right.
With that, I think we're ready to go to one of our sponsors here, Comet Pinball. Thanks to Ryan over at Comet Pinball, who's taken many thousands of my personal dollars at this point. Comet Pinball has the largest selection of lighting products for your pinball machines. LEDs can brighten up your game while reducing heat and power consumption. And whether you're a collector like myself, an operator, a restorer, or mod maker, you'll always find low prices, fast shipping, and great service with Comet Pinball. And this awesome event coming up, I personally have set the day aside to watch this. So
I'm very excited.
You get to watch two of the best players in the world compete against one another, called the Thrilla in Sternilla. It's a live charity battle that'll be broadcast live from Stern Pinball, featuring none other than Zach Sharp and Keith Elwin on Wednesday, September 19th. Donate $5 gives you a chance to win some really awesome prizes, including one of our sponsors, a set of Pinstadium lights, a Donkey Kong shadow box from glitchartwork.com. And Chris, I know you and I spoke with the amazing artist behind this work just this afternoon.
Oh, I'm buying some.
You and I are going to probably dump a lot of money into
Mega
this
Man, here
project,
it comes.
so.
Mega Man, love it.
Translite from Stern Pinball, and cool T-shirts, which I know you and I both have one from our good friends over at Path of Play. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Project Pinball with Dan, and shirt here from us at Papa. And again, to donate that $5 to enter this great charity event, you can see the URL there on the screen. I know it's long, but go back, review the video, take notes, and paste that into your web browser.
Fantastic stuff. Also, we got some upcoming broadcasts here for PAPAtv. We've got some Judge Dredd and Farfalla. Farfalla.
Farfel. We get
That'll
to eat.
be, but realize that all games are indeed subject to change, but that'll be September 24th. Then we've got the PAPAtv Nightmare on Elm Street and Bone Busters rolling
spooky.
into October. Oh, it's going to be glorious. And then the following week, we've got Tales from the Crypt and Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween and Tales from the Crypt and all things spooky, I seem to recall it's someone's special birthday out there today, isn't it? Elvira?
I believe that is correct. We got the point from Doug. I believe that's good enough to say yes.
Useless? Well, that's not useless trivia. That's awesome.
But these are definitely going to be some very exciting broadcasts. I'm looking forward to coming and playing and speaking and just having a good time like always.
Absolutely. So again, my name is Evan Bookbinder, joining me alongside Jared Chambers to my left,
Hi,
Chris
Evan.
Stevens to my right, and I think we are going to move on to our second game here, featuring Gottlieb's Spider-Man, keeping on with the hero theme this evening.
Hey, it's
Amazing
it's the
Spider-Man.
amazing Spider-Man.
I'm sorry,
Get it
amazing
right.
Spider-Man.
Pay the price.
Don't forget,
So,
Spider-Man, amazing.
always.
And this is a pretty interesting game.
Is it though?
Yes. It's an amazing game. And I'll read you guys some lovely keys to the game brought to you by Path of Play and Papa. So, for the amazing Spider-Man keys, we've got the amazing bonus game. This Spider-Man is definitely a bonus-centric game. Kind of similar to last week's Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Most switches and the targets in this game will actually add to your end of ball bonus. And also up at the very top on the left, there's 1, 2, 3 saucers. If you're able to collect all 3, it will light the collect bonus. Then we have the Sling Up Extra Balls. If you're able to complete the A and B on the right, or the right drop target bank on the left, it'll light the extra balls on the drop targets. Completing the right drop target bank lights the spinner as well, and the spinner could be big points, as everyone's kind of used to with some spinner games. And the extra balls are generally on during competitive play because they're difficult to achieve. And then finally, my favorite, the Spider Shats. If you're able to complete the A and B lanes, that will light the in lanes and out lanes for advancing your bonus X. You can use your in lane passes, or as we would call them, shatsing, to quickly build your bonus X. If you collect the B, it'll light your left in lane. If you collect the A, it'll light your right in lane. And you can basically just alley pass back and forth to build bonus X and build your bonus. And that is a huge key to this game. I actually ended up picking this game for a finals before.
I think I remember this.
And I won.
And you won.
And it was boring. But to not be boring, we've got the fantastic, or I guess, is this the fantastic Spider-Man or is the amazing Spider-Man stepping up to play here?
Let him get his headgear on here.
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck here, guys, you know.
All right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing is your vision?
About a 3.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We got
spider sense is tingling.
We got a
here.
tech here helping out. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you,
The
sidekick.
Lone Ranger with the hand.
Thank you, mysterious guest.
Al Mysterio.
As he rides back off into the sunset. Now, this game has the double flippers on the right, which means it is possible to scissor yourself to a drain, which is embarrassing. So please don't do that.
I'll try not to do that.
I feel like I misspoke earlier when I said very crassly, is it, when you asked if the game was amazing. This is all with the understanding of most people in a tournament setting would play this light AB and Shats all day.
Yes.
Right.
I am not one of those people.
Thank you, Brian.
I do hope
thank
someone
you,
does
Spider-Man.
this
Thank
at
you.
least briefly to demonstrate not only the advanced flipper skill, but how very high-level people will absolutely grind out a game ad infinitum to win at all costs. So,
I mean, if no one else will do it, I'll definitely try my luck at it. It's how I always play the machine if I get the chance to play it. This is actually in a Papa, I think a Papa B finals. And one of our good local friends, DJ Ryle, ended up playing in it, and he had to play the Amazing Spider-Man.
I just can't.
I wish I had gotten the chance to talk to him prior to him playing, because I would have told him how to play it.
I can't imagine DJ having ever played in a B division.
Oh, weird, right?
I can't imagine him not knowing the exact strategy of what to do, considering it's very simple.
Hey, there was a time where I was in the C division, and I stepped to Doctor Who, and I was like, how do I play this game? And everyone said, shoot the upper ramp, and I couldn't do it.
I mean,
okay, that's fair.
That's honestly why I'm like still in shock about Saturday when I look at I had to defeat you, which was an incredible feat.
Oh yeah, you were playing on fire, my
and
friend.
DJ,
It was beautiful.
who's like #1 ranked in the world right now with one of the IFPA rankings.
He's the circuit.
Or circuit, yeah.
There's a good shots there. He doesn't have an A or a B, so he's not getting any
He's
bonus.
really wasting his
He's
time.
not getting bonus X, but he's making it look nice.
I wanted to demonstrate the skill.
Okay, so now he collected the B. So now his left in lane is lit. So now that one's actually really worth chatsing.
And the A would be lit on that right alley that James just pointed to. And he almost on cue pulled that off. That would have been sweet.
That would have been impressive. That's a hard shot. If I want to get the A, I usually try to go for it off the plunge.
See,
Can you get it off the spinner?
James just did something
You
really
definitely
important.
can get it off the spinner. What's that?
That ball was starting to roll up the upper left flipper, and I think most people would have flipped at that point where he chose to do nothing. And had you raised the flipper, you would have definitely scissored drained.
Oh, yeah.
There's a certain spot on that flipper as the ball's rolling up it that you absolutely do not want to flip.
All right, stepping up here. Who is this masked person? Identify yourself, player 4.
Shame.
Shame.
Wrong game.
Isn't Shame a cow?
With horns.
John, is it possible? Is it possible to stage on that flipper like if you were playing Alien Poker?
Well, let's find out. No.
No. He answered that quickly. All right,
These
so
are
he's
things you gotta
got the he's got the B or the A, which lights his
That was
right
actually
in
nice
lane.
to know.
Hey, bonus X.
So, Chris, since I would consider you probably one of the best
Bonus X.
players who do this, what John's doing right now, talk about the strategy a little bit, because that's something I think most players wouldn't think to do, would be to basically wait till the ball is about to fall into the center drain at the very last instant and essentially put it through the opposite in lane.
Yes. You're acting like you're aiming up the in lane of the opposite flipper. So he's going to wait until it goes all the way down to the tip of this flipper, and whenever he flips it, it's going to try to flip it up the in lane.
That actually wasn't bad. Actually,
That wasn't bad at all. It's very hard to do, and it's even harder whenever you're in competition play. You might be nervous, you might be shaking a little bit.
You gotta commit.
You have to commit. You have to trust your skills. That's the one thing that it took me a while. That like I can do this. I can shats this. I can alley pass this. I can dead bounce this. You just really have to believe in your skills to give yourself the best chance to pull it off.
And I think to practice, Gottlieb's
Nice
of
nut
this
job.
era seem to have. Oh my gosh, that was
look at
phenomenal!
Spider-Man, amazing moves.
Gottlieb's of this era tend to have a typical slingshot
death
in-lane configuration relative to the flippers that favors being able to alley pass. Not to mention they tend to award good things on the in-lanes to encourage you to do that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, every time I step up to a game I'm not too familiar with, the first thing I look of is like, how can I take advantage of the way this machine is set up? And it's like, oh, I can just aim up the in lanes and get bonus X or get bonus or get lots of points.
And there's subtle, but
and
there it is. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Jake, do you have $1 in your pocket?
That one goes in the coin door.
Yeah, it's for those viewing wondering what we're talking about. It's
just toss it on the game.
Pretty much a common thing that if you scissor drain or allow the ball to go between a double flipper, you have to donate $1 to the cause.
Put it on the apron so everyone can see it. Oh yeah. A little higher so we can see it. A little higher. Yeah, all right there. Beautiful.
Nice. So
that's
Jake is
scissor dollar.
Down a George.
All right, so what crazy feat does someone have to do to earn that Jake dollar?
3 shots in a row.
No, let's do something exciting. I want to see something different.
5x bonus.
Well, that would include shatsing. I'd be okay with that. I'm thinking more along the lines of collecting an extra ball.
All right, I'm game for that.
How do you light extra balls?
See, we're already. This is a great
show
question.
you the keys to the game that you might have missed.
While I was listening to you, while I produced.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that you're busy, but if you complete the right drop target bank, it will light the spinner. Or you complete A and B, it will light the extra ball on the drop targets. Extra ball is not down the middle.
Not unless you already collected it.
All right, here comes Shame. Shame came back. How about that? Shame came back.
So did Flash.
Oh, look.
Oh boy. Oh.
Wow,
I get really. Yeah, that had a lot of spin on it.
So the other interesting subtle feature with respect to being able to alley pass is the metal lane guide is curved. So the ball will easily make that bend and go back up and hit that switch. Where some of the games may be very angled or almost rectangular in shape.
Yeah, it almost like has a heavy angle on it, so if you try to alley pass it, you'll actually hit the angle and it'll just kind of shove itself into the side of the sling. And it won't go anywhere, it'll rattle and then come straight back down to the flipper. Which is useful if you want to get the ball in the other flipper, but it's not useful if what you're attempting to do is hit the in-lane switch.
You see J. Jonah Jameson and Aunt May really judging that terrible drain.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Those don't seem to be like the kind of grandparents that want to take you out for ice cream. With that
well,
luck.
Uncle Ben tried. It didn't work out for him.
It's too soon, man.
Too soon.
It's only been about, 45 years?
It's still too soon.
Ugh.
Brian, do you remember when Spider-Man wrestled Macho Man?
Yes.
It was Bonesaw.
Bonesaw.
Not in the movie I saw.
Not in the movies. So, Brian, if you're stepping up to this game and you're not playing the Alley Pass game, what do you think are your kind of primary goals here?
Anything that advances bonus.
Okay, advanced bonus is huge. That's correct. I also like how that the drop target that's in between the two pop bumpers up top, if you hit it once, it will add bonus. And I think if you hit it again, it will give you a bonus X.
Don't aim for those.
Don't it? Yeah, those center
targets seem
drops.
bad.
Center target's bad. He hit it once. There he goes. He gave him a bonus set.
And the
now
A.
it. Okay, I think he has the extra ball in.
He does. With, it looks like, what, 3 drops left? 2.
No, it is now gone.
So what happened there?
I don't know.
Lose the extra ball.
Did he collect it?
And
Give
it
me a
too.
B. That collects his bonus.
So completing 1, 2, and 3 is a collect bonus? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
it collects the multiplier as well.
Oh boy.
It resets your bonus, but you keep the multiplier.
Oh, that's big.
So you could just get right back to Shatzing.
You can roll right back into it. If you get bored of Shatzing, you can go for the 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
Evan counted you out. I heard it in his voice.
So did I.
I would never
I saw
count you out.
it was just a quarter second of hesitation.
He's about to spell 1, 2, and 3 on a rebound.
Here's the
I thought that was
headline.
gone.
Brian makes amazing saves after
Oh, look at
amazing
that.
saves. Oh, look, and he shats it. He got 2
That wasn't intentional.
credits.
That ball just kind of went up there.
Accidental shats. Accidental shats are my favorite.
Yeah, and he got 2 switches out of it, so it's 40-something thousand
So
points.
he's got a huge bone.
Now the extra ball's lit
coming up.
again.
Oh,
All right, let's do this bonus meltdown.
Spider-Man was
100,000?
You scored the bonus, but you killed my story.
Here's the headline.
Here's your headline.
Brian takes commanding lead.
Brian takes huge lead.
You got some work to do,
All right,
Jake.
Jake.
I want my dollar back.
He wants
Well,
that dollar.
You know what you got to do.
Not that.
At least you got a free game out of it.
What I'll laugh is if he has to put another dollar in.
I actually laughed just thinking about it. That's how good it
I've
would be.
played enough.
Oh, not like that.
Not like this.
Play enough Paragon, Alien Poker.
Gotta love it.
There's no Uncle Ben on this playfield, and
Gee, I
that's
wonder
kinda
why.
sad.
It's like he's late to the show. All right, James Coons is due for something big here.
That was a nice save.
Just remember the words of Uncle Ben. With great Shatzing
comes great bonus. X. Oh.
I got the 2X on you.
Yeah, the LA.
Thought his other words were "try my wild rice."
Yes, it's delicious.
That was a different Uncle Ben.
I can cook that in only 2 minutes.
By the way, if they also want to be a sponsor of this broadcast, you can reach out to us. Uncle Ben's.
Uncle Ben's. Now we got John stepping up.
Thought that was shame.
Shame. There's no shame in being John. Oh boy.
That was a really smart no
yeah,
flip.
that's a hard decision to make there, because whenever you have the 2 flippers that are like that, if the ball's coming and it's gonna like hit in the middle, you don't want to flip, number one, because that means you might scissor yourself and lose the ball. But you also have to be very careful if you don't flip, because if it hits the tip of the upper flipper, it will just roll straight down the lower flipper down the middle.
Oh, man. That was close. That was not close.
Getting closer.
Oh, nice. Extra balls lit, sir. Worth $1 and a ball.
Well, there was a miss.
It's gone.
So is that timed?
I don't know if it's timed. Or
it's
what.
just like, just kidding? Oh, that was fantastic.
Dare we say amazing. Whoa.
John's ball's gone so long that he started in the Silver Age. He's now in the Bronze Age.
Oh, well.
That was a prehistoric joke.
Not as good as Brian's.
Yeah, that was good bonus still.
All right, we got to see the Shat strategy at least really quick.
All right. PAPAtv Pinball is sponsored by Deeproot Pinball. Every pinball needs a family, and every family needs a pinball. You can check them out at www.deeprootpinball.com. And I think we're going to have another exciting game of the amazing Spider-Man. Which amazing player is going to step up?
It looks like
John.
up there.
Hi, everybody.
Where have you been all evening?
I was behind the mic for a little while.
That's right.
Talked to Jeff about his exciting new thing, which, I don't mind giving him another pop about that thing because it's pretty cool.
It's going to be exciting.
I like exciting new things.
And dare we say amazing?
Ooh,
Oh.
I see what you did there.
Holy amazing plugs, Batman.
All right.
They-
So since
you know
I
those
haven't played
plugs,
this yet,
those
what
plugs.
should I do?
Those plugs are shameless.
Yeah, jeez.
Let's drop the mic and walk off.
John, let's see what a good spinner rip with a lit spinner will get you. I'm curious if it'll be worth
How do I
it.
light the spinner?
You can light the spinner by completing the line of drops on the right side of the playfield there.
Well, that's been my goal the whole time.
Well, then let's see it.
Let's see if I can actually complete those.
I mean, it looks like the slingshot's trying to help you out, too. I like it.
That was 2.
Ugh. How many you got left?
Oh,
I
that
can't
was
tell.
awesome.
All right, so they have it.
Let's see if I can actually hit that spinner.
Spinner's lit.
Ooh, what's that orange thing?
Extra ball's lit.
I don't care about that.
Don't do it.
There's a spinner. And it
Wow.
doesn't
Give 0
It
points.
doesn't work.
Dan Hall, where are
That
you,
was
man?
the best
nice
thing ever.
inlane.
No, okay, hit it again. That's not right.
What are you talking about? I ripped that spinner.
Literally rotated once.
Got foiled by
That
this.
was such an amazing shot. The game was like, how did you do that?
I just crushed that.
I think it came off the hinge.
I can't wait to rewatch that clip over and over.
The ball goes like 100 miles an hour through it, and the thing
everybody-
rotates once.
Everybody was silent. And we're just watching.
What you call dead air.
Oh, man. There's no oh.
Tough
2
frame.
times nothing is still nothing. Pew, pew, pew.
All right. I really want to see another spinner rip worth 0 points. That really made my night. That was the most exciting thing I've seen. That was fantastic. That was a nice use of the upper flipper there. You saw Brian held up the left flipper, so it kind of killed the momentum of the ball, so it came straight down to his flipper.
I mean, the whole irony of that is not only did John just crush it, but like the games here are known across the world for having very juicy spinners.
Yes.
The spinner was juiced.
The spinner was juiced.
Just not
It just-
connected to anything.
It just
apparently.
didn't have any points in it.
It didn't even have a sound effect.
It did not.
Didn't rotate.
There was no sound effect. There was nothing. Just dead air of just. You couldn't even hear the spinner move. It was so awesome.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, you're not in last place though.
I don't think a minute even passed, and the ball's back to John already.
All right, John, can you do that again?
Probably not. I could probably try, but
I'm not sure if it's one of those games where it counts up your spinning after the fact.
nah, that spinner's broken, man.
Try hitting it without a multiplier on it, or without it lit.
Because in pinball, when you light things, they certainly don't give you any more points. It just turns off.
Yeah.
Seems like something Dan Hall would have done.
I like it.
Oh, that was close.
Who needs lit spinners when you've got in lanes like these?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice nudge.
Here we go. Count it. Oh.
Oh, that was
All
a
right,
nice
Big Bird.
way
Let's
to
play
cradle
the
that ball.
counting game here. All right, what's the score right now? 235?
Yep.
And it's going to be 235 when I brick it right down the middle, too.
That's
Here we
correct.
It's going to be 235 when he hits the spinner.
Oh, come on, Gabe. That was really a nice shot.
Quiet.
It's 238.
No, he got points for something else. Literally,
Yeah,
the
okay.
switch
he
is
got,
not connected
it's,
to that
it's
spinner.
not getting anything.
Because there was no sound effect either.
All right, that's good to know because that would have been my alternate strategy.
To the Schatzmobile.
To the Schatzmobile. No. Oh, I thought that was a good nudge, but you played it well, but it didn't have the right outcome.
And this brings up an interesting point because people tend not to look at the displays and scores while they're playing, but in some aspect you kind of have to. Otherwise, it might be tough to know that that thing isn't working and to either get a tech on it or avoid shooting it for the rest of your match.
That's true. And this is why it's also important to make sure you're watching as your opponents are playing because, yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, somebody's hand got to go up in the air for that one.
Yes, and then you
that's
want
too important.
You got to point it out to somebody. You got to get a tech involved. These are the things you need to pay attention while you're playing, especially in a tournament setting.
So
I mean,
here's
right now it's not that big of a problem.
Here's a tournament question for you. So the player playing doesn't notice that the spinner didn't give him anything for it, and you're a player following that person who absolutely noticed it. Are you obligated to notify a tournament director about that?
Before my ball, yes.
I mean, yeah. Let's just put it this way: you're not going to get in trouble if you don't say anything about it. But
right, I mean nobody can read minds.
The game isn't playing the way that it should. There's a feature not working. I mean, you could argue that it's the same for everybody, yes, but at the same time, it needs to be brought up to the player's attention. Normally, if there's something like that, especially like you see,
Why did I do that?
I don't know, but you got an
Got away with it.
Normally, it'll be okay because if a feature like that isn't working purposefully, there'll be a sign on the back glass, or it'll be announced prior to play. But something like that, it's not meant to do that. It just happened to end up that way. I can't wait to play this now and hit a spinner for no points.
And in this case, I doubt any corrective action would be taken prior to the end of the game because the person who didn't get the benefit from that switch, that wouldn't be fair if it was fixed prior to the next person's ball.
Exactly. You can't turn something like that on mid-game,
especially how lucrative it can be, which is what we were trying to show you.
Yeah, that spinner has nothing on it.
Brian, how do you feel about alley passing?
Why would I do that?
Love it.
When I can just drain.
Yeah, that's how you get the bonus X. All right, player 4 stepping up. He's got a lot of work to do here.
I'm going for the spinner.
I hear it's lots of points. Actually, I don't hear anything because it's...
No, Chris, there's untapped potential on that spinner.
Untapped potential. There's no shame in an unlit spinner.
It's going to decide to suddenly resolder itself.
Oh, that spinner is so okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was totally there. That was on your rubbers.
I know. I could have had it. I was so worried.
I think you were just so shocked that the ball actually didn't go straight down the middle. I actually do that from time to time where I make a big move on it thinking, I'm going to lose it. And then I could have saved it if I just stuck to it.
All right, I've gotten lucky enough to do the things you've asked me twice. What do you want me to do for ball 3?
Hit that center target. Right now it's lit for like multi-bonus. You see what I'm talking about? And then the next stage is
this one?
bonus X. No, not the
Top
stand-up target. In between the pop bumpers. I'm trying to think of what the third hit would award you.
It's a tough shot.
Can you read me what that insert says?
Sure.
The first one is multi-bonus.
Multi-bonus, advanced multiplier.
Special up top, right?
Special.
And 500.
Now, are specials worth points on this game in their current setup? That's what I want to know. All right, Jake.
Someone needs to do the in-lane strategy.
Special time.
Special time.
Hit that center target that we're trying to hit 3 times.
3 times.
3 times. I want to see if specials are worth points.
I'm going to try to have the ball be in play. That's not where the center target is.
I mean, oh, man.
Wow.
There's a mighty fine gap in between the flippers on this machine.
There is, and the other thing is
special time.
The Gottlieb flippers are rounded on the tip as opposed to the pointy Bally Williams and Stern flippers, so that makes actually a huge difference in your ability to save a ball.
Oh, that gets me every time.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that.
Yeah, sometimes that feed from that A lane, is it an A lane?
Yeah, that's the A lane. It's sketchy.
It's very sketchy.
One nudge too many, I think.
Tilt's definitely
All right.
loose on this thing.
Our last ball of Amazing Spider-Man.
We have to
played
know
by
if the special gives points.
We need to know if the special gives points.
Take the glass off.
Special? Okay, just straight up the middle. I'll
Yeah,
get
that's
I'll
it.
get it.
It's not an easy shot. It's just right there.
I'm gonna use the pops for it.
Use the pops. Try the flippers first.
Almost. A. Okay, go the Shat strategy.
No.
Oh,
that
wow.
was awesome.
That would have came back.
Well, it looked spectacular.
It looked amazing, dare I say. Oh, yeah.
Woof.
I think from that left flipper, missing is death.
He has hit every inch of this play field but that target.
Hit the drain, too.
Leave no target unscathed except for the center.
Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
let's have him run back to the booth here, and I'll get an answer for you for everybody eventually. All right, then. But before we go, we have a special message from Mike Primo.
Hey everybody, Mike here, and I have a very special person here. What's your name?
Luke.
Luke. How do you spell that?
Luke.
That's right. And this is my wonderful son, and we're here to express our appreciation and to make a draft pick of sorts. We are teaming up with Project Pinball. Daniel Spoler out in Florida. Daniel and I met for the first time in person at Pinburg this year, and we had a wonderful conversation and hoped that one day both of our organizations would get to work together. And because of Jack Danger and Zach Sharp and Keith Elwin and Mr. Stern at Stern Pinball, we are going to be able to have that opportunity. And so what we've got is a head-to-head competition going on between Keith and Zach. So, Luke, can you do me a favor? Can you say, hi, Jack?
Hi, Jack.
That's Jack Danger. Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
And hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
And hello, Mr. Stern.
Hello, Miss Western.
All right. Now, I need you to do me a really big favor. We have to pick a player to play for Path of Play. We have to draft somebody. So I want to tell you about Keith and Zach, and then you're going to make a choice, okay? Does that sound good? Yeah. All right. So Keith is a really, really good pinball player. Really good. And he keeps winning all this money because he keeps winning the same tournament all the time. And Zach, he's a really good player too. And he just became a new daddy. He's got a baby.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. So we have to choose which one of those two fine gentlemen we want to have on our team. So what do you think? Should we pick Keith or should we pick Zach?
Zach.
We're going to pick Zach? And why do you want to pick Zach? You got to talk into the microphone.
Because he needs to share all the money with his baby.
He's got to share the money with his baby?
Yeah.
Oh, when he wins, right? Well, guess what? He's only going to be able to give a third of it to his baby because he's got to give another third to his brother when he wins. What? So we're going to pick Zach, right? Well, you know what? I'm glad for that because I would have picked Zach too, being a dad myself, and Zach being a new father. Welcome to the club, Zach. That would have been my pick too. But I got to express my heartfelt thanks to Zach and Keith. Great Iron Maiden machine, Keith. Really, really well done. Everybody's enjoying it, and that's awesome. Hold on, buddy. And thanks to Stern Pinball. Thank you to Jack Danger. Thanks to Daniel Spoler. Thank you to Papa for donating a shirt. Thank you to Pinstadium Lights for donating a set of lights as a prize. And thanks to my buddy T-Bone here in Toronto from Glitch Artwork, who's donated a really awesome Donkey Kong Shadow Box. So some good prizes there to be won for a simple $5 donation. Can you say that? It's only $5, man.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. He's confused. It's getting near his bedtime. So why don't we just say thank you to everybody and have a good night.
Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.
All right. Thanks,
Michael,
buddy.
you
High
type?
five. You want to type. He wants to type. See, everybody, thank you again for all the support. We really appreciate it on behalf of Dan and myself, and enjoy the stream. Ciao.
All right, that was a special word from Mike Primo at Path of Play. I think we're going to be wrapping up tonight. We've had some fun games on Batman 66 and The Amazing Spider-Man.
I feel like we learned a lot on Amazing Spider-Man. Could use a little more work on Batman 66.
I definitely agree. Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can come up with some fun things. I'm Chris Stevens.
I'm Jared Chambers.
And on behalf of the rest of the PAPAtv crew and our sponsors, hope everybody had fun tonight. I'm Evan Bookbinder. Good night, and we'll catch you next week.